All right. I hope I'm live and as usual in the உங்களுக்கு ஆடியோ கிளியரா இருந்தா சொல்லுங்க. That's the major thing in this. I have to check. Welcome Tamilas, welcome back to the show. To the channel. Audio clear இருக்கா? Welcome Tamilas, welcome back to the show. Wow, இருக்கு. Alright guys, இது வந்து ஒரு once again another special video for all my Tamilans, and இந்த வீடியோல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's going to be 50-50 in English and in Tamil because என்னோட ஸ்பெஷல் கெஸ்ட் வந்து அவர் வந்து he will speak in English but அவர் தமிழ் அவருக்கு புரியும். ஸோ அது ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம். அண்ட் இவர் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா வைபவ், அண்ட் அவர் வந்து நிறைய விஷயம் பத்தி பேசியிருக்காரு, நிறைய விஷயம் வந்து அவர் வாய்ஸ் அவுட் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அ வெரி டேலண்டட் நாலேஜபிள் பர்சன் சொல்லுவேன். ஸோ ஐம் ஹாப்பி டு பிரிங் ஹிம் ஹியர் டுடே once again for an important topic regarding Rajinikanth, நம்ம தமிழ் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் தலைவர் entering the politics. எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து இது ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ இருக்கும், அவர் ஏன் என்டர் ஆகுறாரு. And some might have good opinion, some might have not a good opinion, but since we are out of the country, எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு கிளியர் பிக்சர், இவர் வர்றது ஒரு நல்ல விஷயமா இல்ல இட்ஸ் நாட் அப்படின்னு ஒரு கிளியர் பிக்சர், அதோட அனலைஸ், அதோட ஒரு இன் பிரீஃப் அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா வைபவ் பிளஸ் நீங்க வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணணும்னா நான் வந்து லிங்க் வந்து கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு கழிச்சு இந்த சேட்ல வந்து நான் ஷேர் பண்ணுவேன். நீங்களும் வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணி உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன் நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். இட் இஸ் நாட் கோனா பி எனிதிங், என்ன சொல்றது, இந்த பொலிட்டிக்கல் டிபேட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வரும் பாத்தீங்களா, அது மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கவே இருக்காது. திஸ் இஸ் ஆன் அ குட் நோட். ஜென்ரலா வந்து ஒரு ஹியூமன் ஒரு ஹியூமனோட பேசுறது, இது ஒரு டாபிக் பத்தி தான் இங்க நாங்க பேச போறோம். இந்த என்ன சொல்றது, இன் டீட்டெயில் சண்டை போடுறது இல்ல, அவர் இது மாதிரி ஆயிடுவாரு, இது மாதிரி ஆகுவாரு, இது மாதிரி அவர் போவாரு, அந்த சிச்சுவேஷனுக்குலாம் நாங்க ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் சோ தட்ஸ் கோனா ஹேப்பன். அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் திங் இஸ், இந்த லைவ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு சர்டன் டைம் லைன்ல முடிஞ்சிடும். நீங்க நிறைய பேர் கேட்டிருக்காங்க, ப்ரோ வந்து லைவ் கொஞ்சம் ஷார்ட் பண்ணுங்க, ரொம்ப தூரம் போகுது ப்ரோ அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க. எஸ், ஐ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். ஸோ அதுக்காக ஐ வில் மேக் இட் as soon as possible a short form. வைபவ் பிரதர் இதை பேசின அப்புறம் அவரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ கொடுத்த அப்புறம் நான் வந்து சில பேர் நம்ம தமிழன்ஸ் who like to join, அவங்க வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணி நீங்க உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன்லாம் ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். இப்போ வந்து ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் வெயிட்டிங் ஃபார் வைபவ் டு ஜாயின். அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் திங் இஸ், நிறைய பேர் வந்து கேட்டிருக்காங்க, நீங்க இந்த விஷயம் எப்படி இது மட்டும் பேச போறீங்களா இல்ல நிறைய விஷயம் பேச போறீங்களா அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க. எஸ், நிறைய விஷயம். ஆஸ் an NRI நம்ம வந்து we have to talk it out. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த ஸ்ட்ரீம் வந்து இப்போ ரீசெண்டா ஓபன் பண்ண காரணமே வந்து நிறைய இம்பார்ட்டன்டான விஷயம்லாம் நம்ம வந்து பேச போறோம். ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் இது வந்து ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் வியூ, அந்த வியூ இந்த வியூலாம் நீங்க வந்து அவ்வளோ எதிர்பார்க்க தேவையில்ல. நம்மளால முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் எப்படிலாம் பேசணுமோ ஒரு டீசெண்டா கிளீனா நம்மளோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல வந்து ஷேர் பண்றது ஒரு இதா இருக்கும். அண்ட் வர வீக்ஸ்ல வர நாள்ல வந்து நிறைய பேர் ஜாயின் பண்ண போறீங்க. இப்போதைக்கு வந்து இந்த நார்த் சைட்ல இந்தியால வந்து அவுட் ஆஃப் இந்தியால வந்து நிறைய பேர் ஸ்பெஷல் கெஸ்டா வந்து இருக்காங்க. இப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா விரைவில் வந்து உங்களுக்கே எதிர்பார்க்காத பேரு, செலிபிரிட்டிஸ், ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ்மேன், வாய்ஸ் அவுட் கொடுக்குற, தமிழ்நாட்டில் வாய்ஸ் அவுட் கொடுக்குற ஸ்ட்ராங் பீப்புள், அவங்களாம் வந்து எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு கிரீன் லைன் காமிச்சிருக்காங்க. ஒரு கிரீன் லைட் பேசிக்கலி தட் உங்க ஷோக்கு நாங்க வந்து பேசுறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. நான் உங்களுக்கு ஏற்கனவே சொல்லியிருக்கேன், ஜோ மைக்கேல், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஜூலியா இருக்கட்டும், நிறைய பேர் ஒன்றும் லைன்ல இருக்காங்க. நான் சில பேர் சொல்ல விரும்பல, அது வந்து சர்ப்ரைஸா இருக்கட்டும். அந்த வீடியோ போஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு நாள் நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ப்ரோமோ மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு நான் ஷேர் பண்ண போறேன். ஆல்ரைட், வைபவ் வந்திருக்காரு. அண்ட் தென் வைபவ்க்கு அப்புறம் நான் சில பேர் வந்து லைனை எடுத்துப்பேன். அண்ட் தென் ஆஃப்டர் தட் எல்லாரும் லைன்ல இன்கேஸ் நீங்க வரணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டீங்கன்னா டோன்ட் வரி, அந்த லிங்க் கீழே டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்ல இருக்கும், கிளிக் பண்ணி வாங்க. வணக்கம் பிரதர்.
Hello, vanakkam everyone, vanakkam.
Nice to see you back. I'm just giving a small introduction about what we're going to talk and how long we're going to talk, and it is not going to be a serious debate like how people talk. It's just a point of view analyzing things, and I've given a small intro about you as well. So the whole video is yours now, and you can start. We want to hear from you.
So I just wanted to take this opportunity and first thank Dubai Bhai to call me and consider me worthy enough that I could talk to my Tamil brothers and sisters. So thanks everyone for joining. Now the thing that why I wanted to discuss this and why we came up this is, the more you get involved in the details of any state or any culture or any part of any nation, you'll get more involved. So I thought if we start discussing the Tamil politics, Tamil Nadu politics, so I think the people will have more interest in that, and that way even the voice of concern for Tamil people could be heard. So that was the reason for me to come up with this point. And as we said that it's just going to be a discussion, many of you may like DMK, many of you may like AIADMK, many must be Congressy, many would you support Bhajpa, many of you would be supporting Rajinikanth. Hello, LNG. So this is a basic thing that we should know in Tamil Nadu politics as per my limited knowledge. We all know the current main parties are DMK and AIADMK. Please correct me if I'm wrong anywhere, because some spellings or terms might be pronounced wrong or something like that. So in 73, we know that the split and everything started. DMK was a bigger party back then, and then MGR moved out, and then he formed his new party. So I guess everyone knows this much of background. And what was remarkable in that MGR managed to swing a lot of vote, more than half, 50%. So that was kind of a shift. Now, if we see here, we have Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth already started working, and MGR had just 3 months to work his political party when he started. And Rajinikanth has already covered 37,000 plus polling booth by his volunteers and cadres. So if you compared with the MGR entry of just 3-month time frame, and we have Rajinikanth here entering with a pre-planned kind of approach, the biggest change that he is trying to bring about, what we have understood, is he is trying to bring out the cultural and the spiritual values of Tamil Nadu back into the Tamil politics. So that is the main agenda that he wants to get into the politics with. Now we see that the natural alignment is turning out here to be with BJP, but I think in this case, BJP has to align with Rajinikanth, because Rajinikanth will be a bigger force and a bigger entity here than BJP in coming Tamil Nadu politics. And we know that all the details would be released by Rajinikanth on 31st. So I think let this be a basic thing, and now we can just discuss about Rajinikanth as a personality or a political figure. So let it be open to everyone. So we don't need to debate and discuss facts and figures and all those things. So personally, I'm a Rajni fan. If I lived in Tamil Nadu, I would vote for him, even though I support BJP. So that's my point.
Super. It's true. I will give a short point of view regarding Tarevar. I've grown up watching his movies, and most of his movies, I'm sure Vaibhav would have seen the movies. Most of his movies were so much into a positive message for the present moment, which is whenever a movie release, there'll be a message on that movie that this has to be done, this has to be done. And in fact, a lot of Tamilans around the globe started to follow superstars because of his unique style and the way he came out. Basically, the way he grew in the industry, and That journey of his was like from a common man to a superstar. So yes, now his entry in this politics, a lot of people have a 50-50 thoughts. Yes, majority, since they all like him, they love him, they are crazy about him, they are thinking that if this is going to change Tamil Nadu basically to a better place, then yes. And in the other side, people are also thinking movie style of acting is different. When it comes to reality, the
Yeah.
groundwork is different. Will he be able to hold it? Will he be able to handle it? There's a lot of questions now going on. But right now, after I posted this video, I mean, a promo of this in Twitter or in Facebook or in YouTube, I had uh, 90 percentage. I had positive comments saying that he should come. He should maybe, let's see, maybe he will change the new rules, because we have been seeing people for a very long time. Maybe he has some good ideas. Maybe he will change it to a better place. In the other side, people are saying, bro, if he was a common person, and if he was like, for example, if he was a person like Arnab Goswami from the beginning, voicing out and shouting and getting things out in a different way, then we can understand his point of view, what is going to be his future. But coming from a film industry, and a lot of he's acted a lot of big movies, but what is going to be his positive vibe in the groundwork with the people? That's how people are questioning. But now I think, as far I've seen, most of them are saying this, that I mean, let him have a chance. Nothing's going to. I mean, nothing going to change. But if he's going to change Tamil Nadu to a better place, then it's going to be a very good thing. The response right now we have got after he had come recently out and announced everything, it's big. It's really big. So the superstars lover, Taleva's lover, who's worldwide, I could say he's one of the top superstars in India. And like I said, I've mentioned in my previous videos, whenever I do trailer reaction and all this stuff, his movies have been seen and watched by different languages, Chinese, Japanese, Russian. So it's not only Taiwan. Even you have in North side also some really superstars. So if you see top five, I will say Rajinikanth is always there. So
What are you doing? Rajnikant is the king. I know there's no star. There's no other north south. Rajnikant is Rajnikant. He's Rajni Deva.
Ajit Deva. so
I'm just his fan, so I'm saying please continue.
no, actually, this is actually right. Now, what everyone is saying is, we understand he is your fan, and you are happy that. See, for me in South, to be honest, I like. If you ask me the whole the 80s, 90s superstar, for me it's always Rajinikanth. But now, if you ask me who's going to be the next superstar, for sure, I will always say it's going to be Talapati. I don't know
Yeah.
why I have that. That I'm also a fan of Tala. I'm also a fan of Tala. There's no doubt about that. But what Talapati is doing right now, mainly his fans who are doing right now, is something out of the box as well. It's not only they are all a group of fans who's talking about the movies, who's spreading information about the movies. No, they're doing some groundwork, helping poor. Even in this position where they have this cyclone which is happening right now,
Yeah,
Tamil
yeah,
Nadu,
yeah, yeah,
all of activities happening. I'm not going to
yeah.
say for that. I'm not going to say no. Tala fans are not doing anything. No, but what we see is personally, Talapati's group of fans are doing. So in that way, a lot of people are asking. Even even superstars fans should, come out like this. So that's a big question mark. So let's see.
So I'll tell you under the water what happens. If Rajnikant had no political kind of a weightage right now in Tamil Nadu, we would see no background kind of a moment going on. We have seen recently lot of big BJP core leaders have met with him or talked with him and stuff like that. So this means the BJP is eyeing on Rajnikant a lot, and this tells us that there's a lot of power that Rajni has already built. So as I am saying, many people think that stars are coming, so they will be launched. But here, what Rajni and his team has done, Rajnikant and his team has done, they have already started working on the booth level. Now, if anyone knows the basic political dynamics of India, they know the booth level management is the main thing for any party to stand, and cadre base is required. Popularity of the face in itself is not unique, as uh, Anna said, that the transformation of whether he is a popular star to the political domain to the votes, actual votes. So that kind of a thing where the stars lack is, they think their fame and popularity will transfer to the vote. But why it is never getting transferred to the votes in many of the cases is they don't have a cadre system to work on the booth level. So there we see that Rajni has a lot of very big edge here because he started working before, and 37 polling booth, as I have mentioned, they build their cadre. So that is a very big thing. So even though Rajnikant was not a big superstar, even though he had 37 polling booth cadre, that means that person would have been a very good mastermind kind of a thing. And on top of that, you have someone who's as big a star as Rajnikant who has done this. So this is the unique thing that made me talk about it. If he had not worked on the ground level, if his meetings were not going behind the scene, if all these things were not happening, I would not be interested, because this would have been just a star entry. But this is more than the star entry, because you have the full Indian focus on this thing. So this should tell Tamil Nadu that this coming election, the 31st December date when he will be announcing it, even though he might lose or win, that is a different discussion altogether. Who will you vote for, or who will win and lose? The thing here is, this is going to be very interesting. That is what I'm saying. The dynamics of Deccan is almost here to change. Which side it will flow, what will happen, we don't know. Maybe we'll have 3-party coalition government, or 4-party coalition government, or a single new party, or a old party will win. Anything can happen. But this was my point, Anna, that this is going to be very interesting.
Very true, bro. This is actually a real. All of a sudden, we came to know this news, and yes, Vaibhav is a person who follows news not only in the south, not only in the north. He covers the entire nation. Basically, this is why he popped up and he said, "Bro, I want to talk about this, and what do you think?" I said, "You are most welcome, because we Tamilans, we will also listen, and we'll also share our opinion about this." And I am not a political person who analyze things, but this is the first time, and I'm happy to bring this youngster to this platform, so that a lot of people are there in Tamil Nadu as well. A lot of people are there, but someone who's out of Tamil Nadu, someone who's out of India, basically, that's the main point. Someone who's out of India who can analyze and move, who can also judge every coin move of any political party. That's Vaibhav, and his analyze and his thoughts towards this is something which we have to. Uh, it depends on you. If you want to take it here, it makes sense. But if you want to take it here, then you have to think about it, because that will change. Like how he said, yeah, எங்களுக்கு வந்து, I mean, I'm still going on Tamil, but I will speak about this end of this. இது தமிழ்ல பேசுறேன். If you can give me 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Vaibhav.
please interrupt and speak in Tamil. I understand little bit, 30-40%, so it's not like alien to me. I little bit I understand. Please.
சூப்பர். ஸோ இது வந்து ஆக்சுவலா வந்து நிறைய பேர் வந்து இப்போ கொஸ்டின் மார்க் தான் ஓடி இருக்கு. நம்மளாம் வந்து இந்த பொலிட்டிக்கல் இது அந்த இது நம்மளாம் இது பண்றதா, தமிழ்நாடு பேசிக்கலி நல்லா இருந்தா நமக்குலாம் சந்தோஷம் தான். அது டிஎம்கே இருக்கட்டும், ஏடிஎம்கே இருக்கட்டும், எந்த கட்சியா இருக்கட்டும். ஆனா இவ்வளவு தூரம் நம்ம இத்தனை வருஷமா பார்த்திருக்கோம். யாருக்கு மேல நான் என்னோட பர்சனல் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ வந்து யாரு மேல எனக்கு குறையல, எந்த ஒரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட் இல்லை. ஆனா ஒரு சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் அந்த லெவல்ல வந்து அவர் வந்து இப்படி ஒரு ஸ்டெப் எடுத்து நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும் போது இது ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம். எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு சான்ஸ் நம்ம கொடுக்கணுங்க. அது சூப்பர் ஸ்டாரா இருக்கட்டும், நெக்ஸ்ட் தளபதியா இருக்கட்டும், யார் வேணா இருக்கட்டும். எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ வந்து சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் வந்த அப்புறம் இப்போ ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் மெசேஜ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா மெஜாரிட்டி வைஸ் கிடைக்குது. சில பேருக்கு அது வந்து நீங்க அக்ரி பண்ணலாம், சில பேர் வந்து இல்ல ப்ரோ, நாங்க அப்படியே பழைய மாதிரி இருக்கோம், அப்படி நினைச்சீங்கன்னா that's your point of view. Because bottom line is, இப்ப இருக்க சிச்சுவேஷன்ல வந்து you guys are witnessing, you guys are there. So நீங்க வந்து ஒரு கரெக்டான மூவ். நான் இப்போ கூட இந்த வீடியோ, basically this video, once again I would like to say, it's not that we are saying support this party, support
Yeah.
this. This is
Yeah.
just a common talk. You can clearly hear this stream from the first till the end. We are not going to push anyone. This is not our intention. Basically, Vaibhav's intention or either my intention. எங்களுக்கு என்னன்னா ஒரு அனலைஸ், நாளைக்கு கூட நிறைய விஷயம் வந்து we are going to speak and we are also going to analyze, and as an NRI who's not in the country, but yes, we watch the news. I have a lot of brothers, sisters, family, friends in Tamil Nadu. They also have the same point of view. So அதெல்லாம் வந்து கேதர் பண்ணி இங்க வந்து we are sharing with you guys. So please,
So Anna, there's a funny comment in a private chat that I was reading and smiling.
Okay.
So someone says that Rajini's new party symbol is very weird and it is something like this. So this is Illuminati or something they are saying.
Oh,
Actually, I would like to tell you the new symbol. It's not clear what the name and all this thing. Officially, it will come out on 31st. But if this the popular this thing, this is actually not a Illuminati symbol. This is actually a mudra symbol. So this is the mudra when you do yoga. This is the mudra that is there for yogasana. So it is not a Illuminati symbol. So I think that we should be aware of these misguiding facts. Someone is saying that Modi is growing his beard. Yes, sir. What you are saying in Tamil is getting to our head too, like Vaibhav.
that means it's
Oh
like
my God. Yeah.
yeah.
It's good. It's good. I am like igniting a lot of minds in different domains. Good, good.
Yeah. But even now, see the message which Vaibhav said. Honestly, I don't know this. About this, I've seen this. இது வந்து பாபா படத்துல தான் நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம். There was a movie called Baba, brother. So he had this symbol on that. So we don't know what is the real fact. Maybe most of you guys who are watching this, you guys know, but I personally don't know. So there's something to learn. This is what I am trying to bring out here, that நிறைய விஷயம் வந்து நமக்கு தெரியாத விஷயம் வந்து தெரியுது வந்து to learn. It's not a difficult task. So like, see, for example, the symbol itself gives another information, another knowledge for me. Basically நம்ம வந்து இந்த சைன் வந்து பாபா படத்தெல்லாம் பார்த்திருக்கோம். பட் இதுக்கு இவர் வந்து சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த சைன்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's something which is this thing. So bro, my I have written few questions which I have
Okay.
my promo brothers, sisters who have asked me to ask you personally.
Sure.
Yeah. Now we know where is he going to join or how is he going to join. Yeah. So what do you think about this move? You have a picture. Which side is he going? That's the first question.
He is a natural ally for BJP. That's open, clear. But the thing here is, BJP may think they are the bigger party right now in Tamil Nadu compared to Rajini's new party, and in the alliance they might be a bigger party. But I think my gut feeling, this is not based on any fact and all, that Rajini might be able to create such a big turmoil that he might be a bigger party than BJP or Congress or even ADMK. I guess it is possible. DMK. It is possible. So that is what I feel. And alignment wise, because he's saying a lot of things like spiritual things, cultural back in the politics, like too much of ultra secularization of politics. That are his point. You can agree or disagree with it, but this is his agenda into the politics. So going with this, that he wants the cultural roots or the ancient, like Tamil culture, all these things should come back and revive. So if we are getting on this line, it ideologically seems similar to BJP. So ideologically, BJP should be a natural ally for Thalaiva in his new party. That is the thing that I wanted to say in this. But I don't think that he will join BJP party as such, because his stature is too bigger than just a leader in a party. I think he would form his isolated party.
Super. We have another question saying that wait,
No.
Okay, go ahead, Raniaka.
Hi Vaibhav, hope you're doing
Vanakkam.
good. Nice to see you again. Vanakkam. செம. சோ இது தமிழ்ல இருக்க எல்லாருக்கும் புரியணுன்றதுக்காக நான் தமிழ்ல பேச போறேன். தமிழ்நாட்டை திரையுலகத்தை சேர்ந்தவங்க ஆள்றது அப்படின்றது தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு புதிது கிடையாது. ஆரம்பத்துல இருந்து நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா கலைஞரா இருக்கட்டும், எம்ஜி ராமச்சந்திரன் அவர்களாக இருக்கட்டும், ஜெயலலிதாவாக இருக்கட்டும், இப்போ நம்ம தலைவராக இருக்கட்டும், யாரா இருந்தாலுமே திரையுலகத்துல இருந்தா வந்தவங்க. சோ தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு இது வந்துட்டு புதுசு கிடையாது, பழசுதான். என்ன மாதிரி ஒரு காமன் பர்சனோட ஒன்லி ரிக்வெஸ்ட் என்னன்னா, நாட்டு வந்துட்டு உங்களோட ஐடியாவை இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. யாரோட சொல் பேச்சையும் கேட்டு வேண்டாத விஷயங்களை ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணாதீங்க. நாட்டுக்கு நல்லது பண்ணுங்க. நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு பண்றதுக்கு. என்ன பொறுத்த மட்டும் நீங்க கேட்டீங்கன்னா, நிறைய கண்ட்ரீஸ்ல வந்துட்டு எஜுகேஷன் ஃப்ரீயா கொடுக்குறாங்க. சோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஃப்ரீ எஜுகேஷன் நீங்க கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா அதை விட ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம் வேற எதுவுமே இருக்காது. மருத்துவம், ஃப்ரீ மருத்துவம் கொடுங்க. வறுமை கோட்டுக்கு கீழே இருக்கிறவங்களோட கடனை வேவ் ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க. யார் யாரோ கடனெல்லாம் வேவ் ஆஃப் பண்றீங்க. நிறைய பேரோட கடனெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு இல்ல அப்படின்லாம் சொல்லி எடுத்துறீங்க. அவங்க எல்லாம் UK, அமெரிக்கா அங்கெல்லாம் போய் செட்டில் ஆயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. சோ நம்மளோட ஃபார்மர்ஸ், உழவர்கள், விவசாயிகள் அவங்களோட கடனை கொஞ்சம் கன்சிடர் பண்ணி வேவ் ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க. ரோட்ஸை சரி பண்ணுங்க. ஆக்சுவலி இன்னைக்கு நான் காலையில ஒரு கேள்விப்பட்ட ஒரு விஷயம், அம்மா இருந்த வரைக்கும் போயஸ் கார்டன் வந்து சுவிட்சர்லாந்து மாதிரி இருக்கும். அந்த ரோட்ஸ் அவ்வளோ கிளீனா இருக்கும். இன்னைக்கு அம்மா இல்லாத காரணத்தினால அந்த ஏரியா
அக்கா Vaibhav, Amma means
I got Jayalalitha, MGR, all these things. They should focus on the work development. They should provide all this.
Amma means you understand, right? Amma.
Yeah. I know Amma. She, the Jayalalitha politician, right?
Go ahead.
சோ இன்னைக்கு வந்துட்டு நான் கேள்விப்பட்ட விஷயம், போயஸ் கார்டன்ல இடுப்பளவுக்கு தண்ணி இருக்கு இந்த மழையினால. ஓகே, இன்னொரு விஷயம், நான் தலைவர் வந்துட்டு ஜெயிக்கணும் நான் எதுக்கு ஆசைப்படுறேன்னா, போயஸ் கார்டன் கொஞ்சம் கிளீன் ஆகும். போயஸ் கார்டனுக்கு பின்னால எல்லையம்மன் காலனி அப்படின்ற ஒரு குப்பம் இருக்கு, அங்க ஃபுல்லா தண்ணி போயிட்டு இருக்கு காலையில. சோ இந்த மாதிரி நல்ல விஷயங்க வந்து பண்ணாங்கன்னா தமிழ்நாட்டை யார் வேணா ஆளலாம். நல்ல விஷயங்கள் மட்டும் பண்ணாங்கன்னா. அப்கோர்ஸ் அப்ஸ் அண்ட் டவுன்ஸ் எல்லா இடத்துலயும் இருக்கு, இல்லைன்னு நான் சொல்ல மாட்டேன். ஆனா தன்னோட சுயநலம் இல்லாம பொதுநலம், மக்கள் நலம் அதையும் கருதி நாட்டை ஆண்டாங்கன்னா எல்லா புகழ் தேவனுக்கே. That's it.
Super.
Yeah.
Bro, what you got?
I got that maybe she wanted to say that all these politicians have entered and the main focus should be on the proper implementation and education and
I'm asking for free education. If they give free education, every citizen will become a sensible citizen. So they will understand the democracy, they will understand what is communism, they will understand the individual rights, they will understand law. So there will not be anything forced to anybody. And we are requesting for the better future. So only education can give a better future. We are asking for free medicine. There are so many people. Right now, the situation is people who are affected by COVID, for example, that is a major crisis. They are being cheated with so many brokers. I'm not only talking about Chennai. I'm not only talking about Karnataka because I live in Bangalore. It is happening around India. And personally, I have experienced a couple of my friends and family when they were affected by, their parents were affected by COVID. When they went to the hospital, they were ignored to give the free medicine and they were charged for that. Charged, when I say a common man was charged 1,50,000 rupees just for one injection. Just for one injection. Can you imagine a person from a slum can afford that? No. So that is what we are requesting, a free medicine, at least for the people who are below poverty line. We are not asking for everybody. Consider the people, free ration. There are so many issues are happening when they give the free ration to the people. The ration, when we talk about the rice quality, is too bad. We don't even buy those to feed the street dogs. It is too bad. So when we're asking to do something, we wanted some basic things. We are not asking for send us to NASA, do this, construct a house for us. Not at all. We are requesting a very basic amenities, very basic things which a common man is not able to afford right now, can be afforded if this new political party comes into place.
Yeah, I got your points. I
Come
have
on.
full, I have full sympathy and apathy and everything, all the pathies that is there. I want everyone to have Ferrari. I want everyone to have a 2 BHK bungalow. I want everyone to have 1 lakh monthly income. But we know that is not possible, unfortunately. Now we fall down to the reality, what we can do. There are two parts of it. First is the law making or the procedure making or the article formation, all these things. So these lay out the blueprints of what you are desiring. So right, for example, you said that we want basic level things should be met, and based on a dharmic scope of things, it is a minimum requirement of a Indian society, whether you call it a Hindu society, you call it, or Bharat Bhumi, you said it, anything you can say. That has always been a culture of it. So now what has happened, we at the social level, we have to realize what has happened wrong. So in current days, almost none of the Hindu temples are making langar that they used to make and feed the poor. Now they can say this is the corruption of Hindu temples. Then we dig why this is happening, why they're not making langars. Everyone should know that langar is a tradition that is very old, not in Gurudwaras. They continued the tradition, but the
Yes.
temple somehow lost it. Why they lost it? The reason is because even today, and please don't see it as a Christian versus Hindu versus this kind of a debate. Let's make it a bigger, broader debate. I have many Christian friends and Muslim friends and those who celebrate Diwali. And so please see, when I say Hindu, see it.
Absolutely. That is the request. Let's not
Yeah.
divide by religion. Let's
So,
all see as
yeah.
a human,
Yeah.
as a clan,
Yeah.
human as a religion,
No,
kindness
no, no.
as a.
That is a very good idea. But right now we have to lock ourselves in Indian perspective to be like at least make that self prosperous. Only Indians have this fantasy that we are like world is one and we are all humans, and it's very good tendency, but the reality is a bit different. So I'll just agree and I'll add some points to your points, which is a very important point. What is happening right now? It is not the lack of systems. We have free healthcare, we have on the paper free food, everything is there. The quality of delivery services is going missing somewhere. Why this is missing? Because there are a lot of intermediate physical humans involved in the chain of delivery. Now we need to remove them. The best technique is all the governments, all the people should strictly start demanding online digitization of all the processes. That is the best thing that right now we can do to achieve a lot of things. Because I'll tell you, I can promise you that each and every state has very good schemes. Most of the schemes that you are trying to ask, it's already there. The problem is quality and delivery and the pace of it. So that is the main target area that we should focus on it, and that is the thing that should be non-negotiable. So if we do all those things, then it will be happen. And one more thing that we have to realize is we have to realize the monetary value of our own culture. When I say, I'll give a real life example of that. All the sectors in India are affected by modern Western education. We all can agree with that, right?
Yes,
Ep-
yes.
ep- Epitome of education today is English speaking capability. Somehow we have a superiority complex, said or unsaid, that we speak English and someone is speaking improper English. So we feel it. It should not be felt, but we feel it because of colonization and all. Now I would give you example of one native Indian kind of organization that is the best in the world, most cost effective, does the most output, throughput is very high, I mean the amount of output for the input is very high, and that institute is ISRO. ISRO is a success story that no other person in the world can recreate. Now we have to retrace why is ISRO successful and why other IITs are failing, why AIMS is not researching that much, why IITs are full of people who are just copying from here and there. We have to realize these are hard fact, hard reality. IITs are made like epitome of our engineering and everything, and the reality is even IITs have improper stolen Western kind of a formulas that are being taught to them, and they're not refining the Kerala mathematics proof that they have in their backyard. So this is mental bankruptcy. No one will stop you from reading in Tamil Nadu. Tell me something. Why can't a Tamil doctor grow up as a Tamil boy, perfectly speaking Tamil, and he becomes a doctor and serves his local village or a city or a Chennai city, wherever he wants. Why can't we have a Tamil chain of line in Tamil Nadu? Why do we need an idiot to learn English to understand people who are paying the money, and they are like, oh, okay, sir, madam. We are limited to these two words, because the analysis, we have to see what is wrong with our country, why we are trying to be so good, and every time why we are not improving. The only thing is, if you bring a child in a foreign ideological environment, he will be a very unsuccessful individual, and we cannot build a healthy society with unsuccessful thinking mind people who are corrupt, who are manipulative, who can be easily lured to a lot of things. So that is a basic requirement, and we should aim for a day that we would have a life maybe 50 years from now, maybe 100 years from now, where all of us can speak in whatever Indian language you want, Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, and we would all understand, because most of us would know 2 or 3 languages like our ancestors used to know. Even today, if you go to Karnataka, I will guarantee in Bangalore, almost all the native people there speak all the 3 languages of the bordering state. They speak perfectly good Tamil, they know Telugu, they know Kannada, and there's no mix or fraction between all those things. But we see a lot of state, it's not limited to South or anything. It's another propaganda is, in some sense, they say that southern states are bad. In some sense, they say the UP walas are bad. In some sense, they say the Punjabis are bad. So these people, to maintain their power, very critically, they have analyzed a peak point and they have put it on the people locally. So everyone is like troubled with lot of issues, but they don't realize there is a common script behind it. So we, until and unless we become native, we are not going to become developed or whatever we've imagined that development to be. Because I'll close it with the example. I'll give one example of ISRO, that is pure native. Why I say native? Because all the top scientists there are natively taught in their own language, be it Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, whatever. But that is, unfortunately, it's shifting. So we should check that native speaking should go, because in their own language we can idealize and think. Like, for I have to explain this glass, I would be able to explain this properly in Hindi, because I feel it in Hindi. Maybe a Tamilian would explain this in Tamil better, because he feels in Tamil. Learning English as a language should be done as a separate thing. That is correctively right now we need to do, and every technical thing should be taught in own language. There's no contradiction. They say make this language connected, this connected language. Problem is, unfortunately, Hindi, without any promotion of state or any funding or anything like English and Urdu gets, Hindi by default has become a connecting language, because people do communicate, because it is a numbers game. More Indians like know Hindi, so it has unfortunately or fortunately become a connecting language. So we should at least be happy that our own one of the language of India is becoming a connecting language. I have always said, forget about Hindi. I said, let's make Kannada the connecting language. So naturally, some languages will come up. It is not a fight between the languages. I'll tell one more thing. There's a lot of fight between Tamil, Sanskrit, and I know a lot of sentiments will be hurt, but my name is Badnam for all these things. So I'll put this point also forward. There are 2 forms of Sanskrit. One is the ancient, another is the modern refined form of it. So the modern form of it, and then we have Hindi, all these languages coming out. So in lot of Hindi literatures, we find it that Tamil and the new Sanskrit, not the classical Sanskrit, the Dev Bhasha, the new Sanskrit, they are referred as sister languages. And because they are referred to as sister languages, we can know what is the relation between 2 sisters. That should be the relation between Tamil and Sanskrit, and not this fight should go on. It is immaterial what happened, when happened, where happened. Current unity is there. We should cherish that. There are common words that we both use. How do I understand the Tamil that our sister was speaking right now? Did some 10-year-old kind of a PhD lecture on this? No, because there were words that I knew, that I could make sense of. There were kind of a words that I knew they were in common in Hindi, also in Sanskrit. You'll be shocked to find the intersect. So what I am saying, it's not to demean thing. I am telling everyone to take pride in their own language, because language is the chariot for development. And I'll give the example that I said, and I'll close this monologue. We get hi-fi technology from Israel. Israel teaches in Hebrew from start to up. There's no other language mix up there. We import French planes from France. They teach in their own language from top to engineering, doctor, all the levels. We import so much of technical this trains, this bullet train from Japan. There they teach from scratch in their own languages. And we have the biggest headache right now for our country, that is China. Why it is such a big headache and it's so powerful? Because they teach in their own languages, and it's not a conflict issue. Problem with the people in India is today, not all of us need to learn all the languages. If I am born in Bihar, and if I am 90% of the people don't even move 100 kilometers away from their city, so the need of language for 90% of those people is only their native language. So there's no question of we need a connecting language, without English we will die. It's a hypocrisy that I'm speaking to you this in English, because right now the things and these conditions are not proper enough that we were given a proper common education in common collective Hindi words or the Tamil words or a intra-section dictionary. Why don't we have it? Like all the common words for all the languages in India, top languages that we have in common. They'll have Vishay. Vishay, everyone can have what is the meaning of Vishay. Word like this, a lot of words can be there. So this is the example that I want to give. Nativeness is important. People don't realize it's not just a history thing. Oh no, it is gone history, let it be, let's move forward. Where are you heading? We don't know where are we heading, and we want to be top in that race. We don't even know which direction to run. Until we nativize each and everything, it is not a fight with people. It is just a mental blockage that these so-called interest groups, I would not like to suggest the politicians because they are in all the spectrum, these interest groups have created. I know my answers are not very satisfying to the heart, but they are in the right direction where you can actually do something.
I agree with you, Vaibhav. I also wanted to tell you something like, language should not be forced on anybody. Right now, there was a situation in Tamil Nadu that people were forced to learn Hindi. I don't know whether you would have seen those slogan t-shirts, say about 3 months back, stating Hindi teriyadu poda. That became a big controversy. That means I don't know Hindi, get lost. It was like that. So when we are forced to do something, that's where the irritation, that's where the ego comes. As you rightly said, we don't know which direction to go. I agree with you. Currently, we are like, like these collective of goats. We don't know which direction to go. All that we are requesting from our future leaders to give us a proper direction. That is all we are asking. Do not force anything which is not built within. Do not force anything that we don't know. In Tamil Nadu, we don't have Hindi hoardings anywhere. Why do we have to learn Hindi? To be very frank, I speak 5 languages, 5 Indian languages. So for me, I learned it out of my interest. When I came to Bangalore, I don't even know what is Kannada means, and I learned it. I speak Hindi, I speak Malayalam, I speak Telugu, I speak Tamil. It's all out of my interest. I have learned it. But if somebody forced me in Bangalore, only when you learn how to read and write in Kannada, then we will not give you anything. Definitely, I would leave this state. It shouldn't be forced. That is what I'm trying to tell you.
Another feeling that is very kind of an emotional thing, but that is also very common, I observe. The thing is, it's not only Tamil Nadu politics that is screwed up, and Hindi is not the enemy. Why would I tell this? Because it is a migratory thing. Like in Bangalore, if you go to the real estate sector, you cannot get a job without Hindi. Now you would say this is enforcement of Hindi in real estate sector in Bangalore, right? But it is not so.
A lot of people come from north to all other states. They are not learning our regional language. No, this is not a debate. I'm not against any language.
No. I need to complete my point because my points don't make sense until I complete it. So that's what I'm saying. Let me complete it. So what has happened in Bangalore is a very peculiar situation. Is their real estates are hiring Hindi speaking people, be it anyone. You can be anyone, but you should learn Hindi. Now that is because lot of North Indian people from UP and Bihar especially, they are buying properties, majority of the properties in Bangalore, apartments and all. So that becomes a use case thing. You serve your client. Now you come to enforcement of Hindi on Tamil Nadu, right? I would tell you and will be shocked to know, and please check if I'm wrong on this. Tamil people themselves, they want Hindi learning institutes in lot of villages. It's not like 100% of them want, but lot of them, they are demanding that we don't have proper
It is
opportunity in
because
the
they
other
have
part.
created that. Vaibhav, it is because they
No, no,
have created the type.
you are,
I tell you,
please,
if
no,
a
please,
Tamilian,
next time, please don't interrupt me. I am in a flow. I will lose everything. It is not
okay,
about, I said, it is not about Tamil or this. There are problem in Bihar also. We are made to forcefully study English. So there's a lot of things that we need to understand. Let just listen to me, because I'm in a
Mhm.
different thought process when I speak, because I'm not like connecting right now. I need to think and speak. So just give me 1 minute and bear with me. I know everywhere I go, I create some lot of ruckus because I speak some things which
No,
are
that's okay.
unpopular.
That's absolutely
This
fine.
is the point I want to explain. This is not locally to Tamil Nadu, and no one is stealing your language. Problem is, when I said lot of people in Tamil Nadu, I will be very blunt. My brothers from Tamil Nadu, please do excuse me. Lot of people say they are proud of Tamil culture and all culture. Thing is, I am also proud of Bihari culture. I am also proud of Hindi. It is not like I am not proud of it. Second of all, these are all psychosis kind of a fear. How many of Tamil people or Tamil youngsters, they know what is the history of Tamil kings? What was the vast expanse of their kingdom? How many of us remember today the Malaysia, the Singapore, all this area? Because no one has taught us. Now this gives us insecurity that someone is trying to rob our culture. No one can rob Tamil culture. Thousands of years Tamil culture has stood rock solid. You think some guy somewhere from it will come and they will ruin it? And it is a very misconception thing that if you start speaking Hindi, you become less of a Tamilian or a Kannadiga or anything. The thing is, Hindi or Sanskrit or anything, people used lot of languages earlier. There was no debate or discussion or fight that how much language I know, how much language you know, what language I speak or you speak. It was just get our things done in a friendly manner. Now suddenly it has become that we need to be structured. Everyone has to be a PhD, everyone has to do this, everyone has to, there's no flow, there's no rainbow spreading into different colors. It all has to be like specific. All do this, all do this. There's no all. You can't give everything to all. That is the basic corruption of mind that Indian politicians have. They use the blueprints. What they do, they use millions of dollars of money to send their MPs and MLAs to foreign land to understand their democracy. Why? They can't do research on their own land and understand their old dynamics. Just for his did not Anki they go. And you tell me no party is excused from this. Even a DMK guy is go for a free Fokat car travel. Even a BJP guy goes. Even a Congress guy goes. So until unless we question these, things will not change. You said imposition. It is not imposition. On the contrary, I ask another thing. Why no Tamilian till date has ever kind of said that English is not our language, it is a foreign language, and we reject it? Why it is the hatred that is specifically shown by some people? I know not all they hate Hindi and Hindi people as such. It's not like that. But there have been some people from the south when we also see, so we also get hurt, right? I am saying in a general term, not we, because I am a basically different kind of a person right now because of circumstances that let be aware. But the Hindi people, when they say that the Hindi is only getting rubbed with a black ink in the station, and you're leaving out the English part and the Urdu part, very frankly, then what connection would we feel? We will feel that here is a Hindu culture which is very much like our own. We have similar god and temple and everything, yet they are fighting with us on the language. Then how do you find to be united? And you say Hindi imposition. I have said on the first time, let's make Tamil the connecting language. Get rid of the foreign ideologies. I am happy if Tamil becomes the connecting language. But the thing is resources. We cannot do it. What is natural flow cannot be turned. If there are more Hindi speaking people in India, there will be a little bit more resonance of Hindi. That is unfortunately truth. If Tamilian people were more in number, if Tamil people were more in number, we would have Tamil influence more in other things. It is natural thing. If you will feel that only Tamilians are being like targeted and stuff like that, I can counter and decounter all the protests that you said, this bill, that bill. You go through the bills. What exactly is the point of view? How it is changing? At least we are changing for the better. We are opening up this localization. Person can be brought up in their own language and they become a doctor in their own language and they're in their own city. This opportunity is missing. We are training all our great minds in our great native areas and we are making them bad Englishmen. That's what we are doing. And it's not my agenda. I also know, you also know that 100% will not be happening very soon. I just can say that do this, do that, this should happen, and that would have been end of all this discussion that I'm saying. Like you said, I should have said, yeah, I totally agreed, and there would be no conversation needed after that. But why I chose to say that, okay, next time I'm there in Tamil Nadu, you can say, see, this is the guy, this is the guy. I don't like his video. So why I chose that? Why I chose that kind of a thing that okay, I'm happy with it if someone tells me. I know no one will say this, but this is a propaganda. You know what they have done in UP? They have converted all Hindi medium schools to English medium school. They are doing. Now you tell me, as a Tamilian, do you feel this is right that they are doing? Will anyone listen to UP children voice or not? So it is not that
No, I
Tamil
don't.
Nadu is getting targeted exclusively. Problem is there's very less communication between the Tamil state and the other part of India. These are basic issues that every state is suffering. We are like fed up with all this Anglican kind of a foreign kind of a nexus that influencing study everything. People don't understand the language and you are made to study calculus in that language, and that too the calculus that is stolen and copied from India. Now imagine the amount of scientist and the critical thinking his brain will become. And if his brain is not scientific, then how will he produce a cryogenic engine with half the price of the Israel or any other company? So this is a chain of command how native thinking connects to $1 billion of industries and ideas. And if we keep ignoring this, we will keep going the rabbit hole to the destruction path. And people who think that India, okay, everything is going, nothing can go wrong, please read the history how things fall apart and you see the
Vaibhav,
connections that, yeah.
I brought up about Tamil Nadu because today's topic about Tamil Nadu and the
Yeah.
election, and
Yeah.
this is the only reason
One
we
second,
got
one
this.
second, 1 second. Both of y'all are giving a lot of good messages, and this is a very good topic. Yes, we have to talk about this. Vaibhav's information, majority what I'm getting here is they're saying he's right. Shalu's information also is right. The thing is, they're saying, bro, these two people, mainly Vaibhav, can speak Lord, and this we need a separate session. But please, let's talk about Rajinikanth. This is not me. I would love to hear
Yeah.
what Vaibhav and
Exactly.
Shalu are speaking right now,
Yeah,
because
so I just want to say,
majority.
Shaluji, the thing is, I don't have power. I'm just speaking, right? I am just like you. I
Exactly.
cannot change anything. The realities are
Mhm.
realities. We are foolish that we think that if DMK will come to the power, or if AIDMK or BJP or Congress, the 20-30% of middlemen that are there in all the parties and the nexus keeps going on, that will vanish. That is a very foolish thing to imagine. That's what I feel personally. I used to think like this, that somehow we can fix things. It never happens like that, never has happened. We can keep saying that, but on the ground things are different. Unity is more important than dividing. As I said, I am
Exactly.
happy, make the link language as Tamil, and we don't even need a link language. That's the thing. And if for the official records you have multiple translation and copies and you have a system, so what are the things that I fight for? Today a person in Tamil Nadu cannot go in Tamil Nadu court, high court, and fight in Tamil. Now you tell me, is that justified? Or if I go to a Patna High Court, I can't argue in Hindi. Is that justified? Or if I go to Supreme Court, I cannot do in my own languages because Judge Sahab only English chalega wahan pe. So these are the issues. These are connected to revival of our roots. These are creating real life havocs. People don't know what to say. They have to hire lawyers. Then the cost of lawyer goes on. Judiciary becomes expensive. It becomes lengthy because lawyers play too much of game. If two people are just saying they will get the issue solved very quickly, you involve lawyers, they will just keep on making profit for both of them.
Exactly. Yep.
So these are the
Agreed.
root cause issues that pain people like you and me. It's not like rules are not getting implemented or good rice or bad rice. Finest rice are on paper given to a lot of people during this COVID and all those things. How much of that went to them? I don't know. I am not running the show. Getting the point.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
whole thing. So your
Now,
points
honestly,
are very valid. That's what I want to say. Your points are valid. I just added something extra to it because it's a very common kind of a thing that I get.
Exactly. Exactly.
now,
I
honestly,
agree. This is a debate show. Definitely, it has to be a debate show. It is not like a one
no,
man
this is not a
speaks, the
debate
other
show.
person listens.
This is not a debate show. This is not a debate show. I don't want to go. I don't want to
No, the
go.
way Vaibhav and myself take it, it is like
No,
a
no.
debate actually.
No, let me say this. I'm on another group of people on my mobile. They all are really, really saying that, guys, you guys are speaking knowledgeable things. You all guys are speaking facts. In the same time, there are people who are saying, bro, change the topic of your
Yes,
subject. Yeah, that's
exactly.
yeah.
I'll
So
just add one last thing. I know this is very uncomfortable topic and lot of our sentiments get hurt, but we have to realize these topics. This is a basic thing. The day when our Tamil Hindi this fight gets over, 90% of this center estate drama, center says that state is not listening, state says that center is not giving us fund. You see, whichever party comes, this natak continues, this drama continues. So it
yeah.
is very uncomfortable, and I know unknowingly I might have hurt many people. I don't want to do that, but please talk and discuss about this thing. It's very important. Uncomfortable things only fix issues.
Nay, bhai, what honestly I should say this. What you said right now, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, yes. See, please apologize me if I'm a little bit dumb in this. I am really bad in politics. I should say this from the start. But yes, I have a son, and if he has to know what India is all about, then I have to learn. And today I'm proud. Not only Vaibhav, like Vaibhav, there are also people who has lot of knowledge equally like him. And today, what all points he shared, it honestly, it makes a lot of sense for me. And you guys know I'm a proud Tamilan. I voice out for all the Tamil issues when it comes to for a common person, not when it comes to any political issues or or big stuff. No. And this is not a debate show. This is just a common show where, I mean, a common channel. I will not say a show, also a channel where anyone basically can come and share the opinion. But today, Viber's point, apart from Rajini sir, political
And
entry.
I'll just add one last story point, if you allow me. I'll give a
Good.
real case story. I went to Chennai. I was all worried about because it was my first time in Chennai. I heard a lot of story about that people there they don't like Hindi speaking people. All these things we heard. When I landed in Chennai, it was like my own city, Bangalore, Patna, or any place. Just people were speaking a little bit different language. That was Tamil. Same sweetness of the people were so sweet. The chai wala person, the shopkeeper, he was similar to the person that I meet in Karnataka. The sanskar, the culture, the humbleness was similar to everything. I took a walk in the morning. It was like I know this place. That is the connecting. I cannot describe that feeling. What was connecting me to Chennai when I went first day, I did not feel alien or new person. When I came to USA, Anna, I felt like, where am I? It was like completely different universe. But when I went to Chennai, it was like I had breakfast, lunch, dinner, went here and there, roam around, visited lot of places on foot, talking to people there, drinking morning tea on the tapri there. So it culturally it was very very similar. I'm telling everyone here, those who think that we are different, we are not different people. We are not different at all. They want to say that we are separated. You'd go and experience that early morning in Karnataka. Those who are in Chennai, just go somewhere traveling, and when you get opportunity, try experiencing morning routines in Karnataka tea stall. You'll feel the connecting vibe. We are different, we are individuals, we have our own identity. There's something kind of a close that there's different in Karnataka, there's some different close in uh, uh, Bihar or Tamil Nadu. But on top of the difference, I'll tell you something. We all have, most of us have two laptops, right? One is Mac, one is Windows, same two softwares, but everyone's desktop is unique.
True,
That
true,
is
true.
the thing, that is the unity that we need to find.
No, I see that. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm thankful for this because the messages which we are having and which I'm getting here also, a positive thing. There were 2 unwanted came, like other streams, I just kicked them out, so it doesn't matter for me. So I like to do it. I love doing that. And yes, once again, I would like to say this: none of us here in this stream are saying, please join this party, please help this party, please follow this party. No. Vaibhav is a person who's a common person with so much of knowledge, and he's sharing his tips as a common Indian, not from certain a particular state. He's talking on behalf of an Indian, which we should respect that. And thanks to everyone, you guys are doing an amazing job by respecting that. I'm happy. I don't have much of haters who say, no. Thank you so much for that. In the same time, you guys also have the opportunity to share your feeling, your thoughts about this. Everything which has been said in this channel, it's not, I don't want to put a disclaimer, I'm not that type of a person, but yes, this message which each and every one, mainly Vaibhav who's sharing, or mainly any like Shalu Akka who came and shared, mainly people who are typing on the comment section, everyone is welcome. The thing is, the point of view is, you guys should understand. That's it. Like I said, இப்போ இவர் வந்து நிறைய இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தாரு. நிறைய இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வந்து எனக்கே வந்து ஒரு டவுட் தான். இப்போ வந்து நம்ம நிறைய நாட்டு ஸ்டேட்ல போயிருக்கோம். தமிழன் ஒரு சைடு, ஹிந்திக்காரங்க ஒரு சைடு, தெலுங்குக்காரங்க ஒரு சைடு, அதெல்லாம் இல்லாம ஒத்தரா இருக்கணும்னு தான் என்னோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ, அவரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ, இங்க இருக்க நிறைய பாசிட்டிவான பிரதர்ஸ் அண்ட் சிஸ்டர்ஸோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ தான் இருக்கு. ஸோ யாருமே இது வந்து தப்பா நினைச்சிடாதீங்க. அண்ட் இன்கேஸ் இஃப் யூ கோயிங் டு டேக் இட் இன் அ நெகட்டிவ் வே, தட் மீன்ஸ் I think you're not listening to the conversation well. Yes, this content is supposed to be about Talivar's thing. We didn't go out of the box yet, but yes, this all comes under the same chapter. So this is actually a tree. In that tree where Rajini Superstar is going to go, this is all the branches. So in that branch, one topic, only one topic, there are thousands of things, only one topic Vaibhav spoke right now. There's many more of his informations to be covered, including me to be learned here, Shalu Akka to be learned, my viewers who's here right now to be learned. And there's nothing about Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, ungalukkalam theriyum, and you guys know on a daily basis, I always bring the positive vibe to my channel. I don't bring negativity. I don't bring people who just talks B and shit. I'm not that sort of person. And today I've got this gentleman here is because he has the points. The thing is, his points are in a different angle where you have to sit and think. And when you think that, you will come to an answer saying that this guy is right. Today I've got Tamilans right now in my personal group who are sending me messages saying that this guy is amazing. The reason is because they are seeing my Tamil brothers and sisters also fighting there in Tamil Nadu. They have different points, different views. They are living there with, they know the culture, they know everything. But a person who's out of the country, a person who's viewing the entire nation, he is talking about this. This is what, including my wife who's in the hall, she's sharing this message that this guy is speaking a lot of sense, including Rani Akka as well. The thing is, it's in your hands to take it and view it and then analyze yourself. Are we going the right track? Because this generation, I'll tell you one thing, guys. 2020, everyone says it's a disaster. We lost a lot of people. Life has taken us down. We have gone to the hell amount of whatever it is. But I'll tell you one thing. 2020 is making you to realize what the life is right now. What you have to see, what you don't have to see. What you have to believe, what you don't have to believe. This is the best moment. And in this end of this year, we, not only in this channel, guys, there's a lot of channels in India, a lot of channels around the world who are sharing positivity. They're sharing a lot of information we don't know. We are just trusting A to Z and we're believing. But in reality, what have you learned? In reality, I've learned nothing. Trust me. I'm learning now. And today I'm so proud. I've always said about political issues, I don't want to join, I don't want to involve, I don't want to support. But yes, if I'm there in Chennai, I will vote for the person who I love, who I think is right here. I don't need no one to say me, Vaibhav or Shalu Akka or my wife or my friends say, Machan, go and vote for this person. I am not going to do that. What I feel, what I see, okay, this gentleman is doing something good for Tamil Nadu. Okay, this gentleman is doing something for India. Done. I'm happy with that. Even what's happening right now is done. It's good. But when this change has to happen in Tamil Nadu, I am really calculating and judging my own self. All right, Rajini sir. Now we know, like how I started in the beginning, Rajini sir is a superstar, and we saw him in all these mass movies, fighting for the poor, taking from the rich, like Robin Hood, I could say in better words. But will Rajini sir do this in a reality? I mean, in real life? Basically, that's the question. Vaibhav, the way he brought his route was absolutely right. What Ranika was saying also was absolutely right. But like I said, this is a tree where Rajini sir is growing right now. And out of 1,000 of branches, only one branch, I could say only one leaf, just a leaf part, Vaibhav has taken it out. There's a lot we have to learn. It's not that you need to be a politician to learn this. As a common person, now what Vaibhav was saying, good, bad, whatever it is, I love to listen. You know why? End of the day, I will listen after this video. Yes, this guy is right. No, this guy is wrong. Nah, but if you think when he speaks about common Indian, then it makes sense. Even it goes to Shaluaka also. She has a point. The thing is, we have to mix everything in one point and then analyze it. Guys, this is the time you have no tension apart from this COVID. All you have to do is sit home and see who's right, who's wrong. For me, I love Rajinikanth. For me, the next, I wish even it's Talapati, no problem. My bottom line is, I need Tamil Nadu to be nice. Simple as that. My bottom line is, I need India, everyone to be united. Even in yesterday's stream, I told this. Vaibhav's point of view, absolutely the same. I think I know now in which type of a boat, or I mean, not a boat, his angle is going on. The more and more he comes in my streams and he speaks out, I'm getting a clear picture what his point of view is. I'm not going to really say that right now. You guys will understand. Since Ranika came now, Ranika also, I know her we have from ages, from the childhood we know her. I know Ranika's voice out. She is talking a lot of things behind the scenes. She doesn't appear. This is the first time she's coming on the stream, not this one, the last one. But she also has a point. So you all have to, who's watching this, analyze this, have a look, think, and then it makes sense. So I think I've spoke a lot. So yes, I want Ranika, you have something to say. I know you were saying something. Go ahead.
No, all that I'm saying is we wanted something good to happen for Tamil Nadu. Take off all the differences. Differences will be there. And when we vote, let's vote thinking about the future, not for money. End point. In the party, avlo kurtanga, and the party,
this is
very,
very good point. Sorry, I'm cutting you. Actually, whatever you asked, this was the answer. Actually, I should have told you this. Money power is very, very big into it. I'll not say just Tamil Nadu, but almost all the areas. Money is a very big thing. If you see these political parties and the politicians, they don't have ideology or anything. You see, and if you read the real-time data or which party, which one is going where, you will see that take some money, move there, take some money, come back. So this keeps on going. So this money thing, how will it get improved when the EDs are more strict? The ED informant, the directorate that is there, that is more strict on the black money thing.
Yes.
So these things can be solved from there if they are strong, provided if they are strong. If the money is gone from the politics, then the real issues that you are saying about food and all that will come into the picture. So it's all, connected with one another. That is actually a very good point. The money that goes around, that is actually, because people sell their votes also, that.
Exactly. My father is a politician. Last time when he went to vote, his vote is gone. Somebody has voted for him. So, அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் இல்லாம உங்களோட ஓட்டுக்காக நீங்க ஃபைட் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க யார சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அவங்கள சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. யாரு தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு நல்ல ஒரு அரசியலை கொண்டு வருவாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அது யாராவனா இருக்கலாம். ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு நேம். அது யாராவனா இருக்கலாம். உங்களோட மனசுக்கு சரியா பட்டால் ஒழிய எதிர்காலம் நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைச்சால் மட்டுமே அவங்களுக்கு ஓட் பண்ணுங்க, சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டை வளர விடுங்க, அப்படியே முடக்கி வச்சிடாதீங்க. அவ்வளவுதான்.
சூப்பர் சூப்பர். நீலகண்டன் வணக்கம், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கும் ப்ரோ. நீங்க எப்படி
சொல்லுங்க,
இருக்கீங்க?
உங்களோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ சொல்லுங்க. தலைவர் சப்போர்ட்டா நீங்க இல்லையா?
நாங்க
வணக்கம்
நியூட்ரல் தான்.
வணக்கம்.
நீங்க
நாங்க
நியூட்ரலா?
யாருக்கு சப்போர்ட் எல்லாம் கிடையாது. ஆமா ஆமா. யார்
சூப்பர்.
வந்தா என்ன நல்லது பண்ணா சரிதான்,
ஆமா,
அந்த மாதிரி தான் வரும். சிஸ்டர் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஷேர் பண்ணாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி சினிமா ஃபீல்டுல இருந்து வர்றது வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு புதுசு இல்ல, அது வந்து பழசுதான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. நான் என்னோட ஒப்பீனியன் என்னன்னா, கருணாநிதியா இருக்கட்டும், எம்ஜிஆரா இருக்கட்டும், அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்தவங்களை பத்தி நான் பேச விரும்பல. ரெண்டு பேருமே வந்து டைரக்டா சினிமா ஃபீல்டு. கருணாநிதி வந்து இதுல இருந்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் சினிமா ஃபீல்டுக்கு வந்தாரு. எம்ஜிஆர் வந்து சினிமா ஃபீல்டுல இருந்தாலுமே கொஞ்ச நாள் கட்சியில இருந்துட்டு தலைமை பொறுப்புக்கெல்லாம் இல்லை, அவருக்குன்னு ஒரு இமேஜ் வந்து அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் வெளியில வந்து அவர் ஏற்கனவே ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் கட்சி ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்காருங்கிறது என்னோட கருத்து. ரஜினி பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் தெரியல, வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் தெரியும் அவரு யாரோட ஷேடோவா வராரா, இல்ல அவருக்குன்னு ஒரு ஒன் வே இருக்குதா, இல்ல பிஜேபியோட இதுவா இன்னும் அதர் ஹேண்டா வராராங்கிறது. அந்த யாரா வேணா வரட்டும், ஆனா நீங்க சொன்ன பாயிண்ட் நான் அக்செப்ட் பண்றேன். இந்த மாதிரி தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு நல்லது நடந்தா சரிதான். ஏற்கனவே தமிழ்நாடு ஓரளவுக்கு முன்னாடி இருந்தவங்க அவங்கவுங்களுக்குன்னு இண்டிவிஜுவாலிட்டிக்கு நல்ல சட்ட திட்டங்கள் தான் இருக்குது. ஆனா அதை வந்து மேற்கொண்டு வீக்கெண்ட் பண்ணாம இருக்கிறத காப்பாத்தி மக்களுக்கு நல்லது பண்றதுக்கு என்ன செய்யணுமோ அதை செஞ்சா யார் வந்தாலும் சரிதான். அந்த மாதிரிதான் என்னோட கருத்து.
நீங்க நம்ம கட்சி
Correct.
நம்மளுக்கு வந்து அதுதான் கரெக்டா. இது நீங்க சொன்ன பாயிண்ட் இதுதாங்க வந்து நீலகண்டன் பிரதர் சொன்ன மாதிரி, உங்களுக்கு வந்து பர்சனலா உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சவங்களை வந்து நீங்க வந்து நல்ல விஷயம் பார்க்காம அவங்களை ஓட்டு போடுறது அது வேற விஷயம். ஜென்ரலா நீங்க வந்து தமிழ்நாடுக்கு நல்லது நடக்கணும், இவராலதான் முடியும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு ஓட்டு போடுறது அது வேற விஷயம். கரெக்டா இல்ல நீலகண்டன்? இது நீங்க சொன்னது ஒரு நல்ல பாயிண்ட் தான். எனக்கு வந்து என்னமோ தெரியல, இது வந்து இந்த டாபிக் வந்து சூப்பரா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. பட் எஸ், எல்லாரும் வந்து இங்க ஒரு நல்ல நல்ல டாபிக் தான் இங்க ஷேர் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. சோ இப்ப வைபவ் இத பத்தி நீங்க இதுகிட்ட போய் தமிழ்ல பேசுறேன் ப்ரோ, வாட் யூ so he gave a beautiful message right now. You heard that, right?
Can you explain again?
Okay.
I was actually thinking someone was calling me.
Yeah, no problem. No, sorry for that. He was saying basically that we generally are not into anyone's personal party or certain thing like that. We want Tamil Nadu to be happy, good, and that is my thing. So for that, whoever is going to do, I will support that. I mean, like that, he shared his opinion, and have also said that don't see someone's personal or the career of movies and vote for them. See them as an individual and the future of Tamil Nadu, and then vote for them. I've said that in Tamil. I don't know whether both are matching, but just the same. So that's what happened. What do you think about this, Vaibhav ji?
I think the basic problem is we think that we need to fix politics. We need to fix the society, because India has always been a society-run society. I mean, it's a very weird word, society-run society. I hope it makes sense. So our society has always been managed and run by us, not. So we have done it since ages. And right now what happens that for everything we go to the this government, and we think that they are our guardians and all. Government should just be treated like a service provider to provide internal processes, mechanism and all. Yes, government just cannot be a service provider, because there is army also that we respect and all. So it's little bit bigger than a service provider, but it's not God. No government is God. Getting the point now? And too much of government into everything is very bad. So we were never this socialist people. Our whole identity as a nation, even Tamil Nadu, and if you see the the great Tamil kingdom of Southeast Asia, it was never a socialist society. It was people taking charge in their own hand. For example, there is some hunger going in the nearby village and all. So the richest people in the society used to take care of that. That was a moral responsibility that everyone shared. But in today's time, what has happened? Our own responsibility, we just remember rights. There can never be rights without responsibility. your rights are my responsibility or someone else's responsibility, and my rights are someone else's responsibility. So here we have no one is focusing on responsibility, yet everyone wants right. How can this happen? This is never gonna happen. If no one is going to take up responsibility, then how is everyone's basic fundamental rights or food, everything is going to be met? That is a problem that we have here. We cannot focus only on the government, and that is not a escape thing. We are not giving clean chit to the government. The thing is, government is incapable of providing that quality of service and standard of living that we want. And it's not like capitalism of West also. It's a different economical model that we have. That we should must realize. And we could ignore the who wrote the book first, but they are equal books, I will say, but because there should not be disrespect to anyone. There's equal book, same material in Sanskrit, same material in Tamil. Because the ancient rishis, ancient wisdom people, they did not fight with each other, and they never had this copyright issue that my name should be first or my name should be first. So the knowledge of our ancient wisdom is there in Tamil also, and same knowledge is there in Sanskrit also. Forget who wrote and what he wrote. Read that knowledge and start implementing how our society is used to work. That is my message for this. And realistically, we can keep shouting at these politicians. They are incapable mathematically. If you can frame these data points, and if you try to complex and try to make them individuals and give them kind of programming consciousness, and you try to run a society, government can't. It will fail on a mathematical computer model also. So we are trying to do everything via government. That is the problem. So we have to very critically shift our mindset from socialistic mindset to a more open, free, people driven mindset, because we want a big iPhone, we want a big bag, we want a new trendy laptop. But when it comes to the farmer, each and every politician throughout the history till now, after this independence, they want farmers to be their bonded slaves. And after all, some party, whether you like it or not, for the first time in history, the bill that Congress wanted, the bill that Kisan unions wanted, now that bill comes in the form just because BJP is doing it, and because their vote share might high rocket, then other parties are playing a politics into this. So this is a unique example where I want to ask everyone, should a farmer not have a right to sell his own crop or property to whomsoever they want? And a big lie, blatant lie was spread. This is just an example I'm trying to give. I'm not favoring any party or anything. Example of a central act that came into place. Act is not by you or me, it is by elected government, by your vote process, everything. In any system, there is margin error of 5 to 10%. So if in election of India, 5 to 10% scams happen, wrong politicians get falsely elected, that is okay, because in any real experiment, you will have that kind of a percentage error. But let's come to a non-technical point of view, because I bore people with technical details. So let's focus on that. We cannot fix each and everything in any state in India with governments, because we have to study the failure of government in Mexico, in South America, and all those places. What happens when too much of socialism comes? And on the verge of collapsing, this was this Congress itself that removed that socialist baggage from us in 1993 and 92 and all those things, when economical expansion happened. Without that, it would not have been possible that we are talking. There might be some government issued StreamYard version that only Indians could use. So we have to think broadly. We have to broaden our perspective. We have to become responsible for other rights to be. I don't like Mahatma Gandhi, and I know people would like to hear that. But even Mahatma Gandhi said, the person which I critique a lot, even he said, there's no place for fundamental rights in the constitution, because there's only fundamental duties. Now, this level of deep thing, no politician will say, because they just want your good feeling, your goodiness to last till you vote for them. And because me, as Vaibhav Tiwari, I don't want anyone's vote, so I can say what I want. That's it.
I have a strong feeling. Your messages towards everything, brother, has a lot of things to learn, a lot of sense. Yes, sharing your opinion, everyone is welcome, but sharing the right opinion, then you have to learn. நீலகண்டன், இத பத்தி நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
அவரு ஜெனரலான பாலிடிக்ஸ் பத்தி பேசுறாரு.
ஆமா,
நம்ம ரஜினி பத்தி பேசுறதுனால நான் இதுக்கு மேல பேச வேண்டாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். வைபவ் ஜி பாயிண்ட் வந்து அவரோட தாட்ஸ் வந்து அது வேற மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஆனா நான் வந்து அத பேசணும், ஆனா இங்க இப்ப பேச வேணாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இன்னொரு டாபிக் வரும்போது அது கண்டிப்பா அதை பத்தி பேசலாம்.
करेक्ट
वैभव जी मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, मैं सुनाई दे रहे हैं ना? हाँ, क्या है कि आप बेसिक पॉइंट पॉलिटिकल पॉइंट्स पे व्यू दे रहे हैं. ये मैं आज इस टॉपिक में बात करना नहीं चाहता हूँ. अगले टॉपिक में आपके साथ जरूर आऊंगा,
श्योर
बात करूंगा.
Rajni will win. I love Rajni, so Rajni will win.
So you are judging that Rajni will win?
No. I am just saying one thing from today's discussion. Only one thing that everyone should remember is
you
based
said
on I think that Rajni sir's entry will be a big turmoil. It might not change a lot of things, but it will upset a lot of big politicians, because he will cut many big politicians' powers. Getting the point?
Maybe.
That is one thing I would like to say that strongly.
Because there is no superpower in Tamil Nadu now.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say about this one thing. Something says, எனக்கு வந்து it says this out that.
சொல்லுங்க bro.
கேக்குதா உங்களுக்கு? கேக்குதா?
நீங்க தான் பேசிட்டு இருந்தீங்க, பேசுங்க.
ஓகே. சோ என்ன
சொல்றீங்க?
ஆமா, எனக்கு என்னன்னா ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராங்கான ஃபீலிங், இன்கேஸ் ரஜினி சார் தலைவர் வந்தாருன்னா இங்க நிறைய பேர் வந்து பாசிட்டிவா மெசேஜ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க தட் he will change தமிழ்நாடு அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. சோ பாப்போம். நீலகண்டன் சொன்ன மாதிரி எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே தமிழ்நாடு நல்லா இருக்கணும். கரெக்டா நீலகண்டன்?
கரெக்ட் தான். மேடமும் அதுதான் சொன்னாங்க. யாரு வந்தாலும் ஏற்கனவே இருக்கிறது இன்னும் மோசம் ஆகாம பாத்துக்கணும், அதுதான் சொன்னாங்க. அது யாரு வேணா இது பண்ணி இருக்கட்டும், அதை பத்தி நமக்கு பிரச்சனை இல்ல. அது அதை பத்தி ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. இண்டிவிஜுவலா மக்களோட பிரச்சனைய புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இது பண்ணிட்டு மக்களுக்காக ஃபைட் பண்ணவும் செய்யணும், எந்த இடத்துல ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணவும் செய்யணும். அதுக்காக அப்படிதான் இருக்கணும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
அதாவது நான் ஒண்ணு சொல்ல விரும்புறேன். அம்மாவோட நான் பெரிய சப்போர்ட்டர் எல்லாம் கிடையாது, அம்மா சப்போர்ட்டர், ஐயா சப்போர்ட்டர், அந்த மாதிரி சப்போர்ட்டர் எல்லாம் கிடையாது. ஆனா அம்மா ஒண்ணு சொல்லுவாங்க, மக்களுக்காக நான், மக்களுக்காகவே நான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. இனிமேல் வரப்போறவங்களும் அதே மாதிரி மக்களுக்காக மட்டுமே அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தாங்கன்னா ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். இன்னொரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா, விவசாயிகளை கருத்துல கொண்டு விவசாயிகளை வந்துட்டு என்கரேஜ் பண்ணணும், அக்ரிகல்ச்சரல் எஜுகேஷனை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணணும், அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் சம்பந்தப்பட்ட டெக்னாலஜிஸ் வந்துட்டு நம்ம இந்தியா தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வரணும். ஃபார்மிங் லேண்ட்ஸ கூறு போட்டு விக்கிறத தடை பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா சோறு இல்லைன்னா வேற எதுவுமே கிடையாது, சோறு தான் அடிப்படை. சோ அதனால அந்த மாதிரி ஃபார்மர்ஸ். சொல்லுங்க சார்.
இல்ல, ஏற்கனவே பாதிக்கு மேல போயிடுச்சு, ஃபார்மிங் லேண்ட் ரொம்ப கம்மியா தான் இருக்கு.
இருக்கிறதையாவது நம்ம கொஞ்சம் மிச்சப்படுத்தி, ஏன்னா சாப்பாடு இல்லைன்னா ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. ஓகேங்களா, நீங்க பிட்சா பர்கர் சாப்பிட்டோம்னா கூட கோதுமை விளைச்சாதான் பிட்சா பர்கர் கிடைக்கும். ஓகேங்களா, சோ அதனால அந்த மாதிரி ஃபார்மிங் லேண்ட்ஸ கொஞ்சம் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி, ஃபார்ம் பண்ண வரவங்களை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணி, லோன் கொடுத்து, குறைந்த வட்டிக்கு லோன் கொடுத்து, அதிக வட்டி இல்லாம குறைந்த வட்டிக்கு லோன் கொடுத்து அதை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணாங்கன்னா அதை விட வேற எதுவுமே தேவையில்லை சார். என்ன நீங்க பர்சனலா கேட்டீங்கன்னா, எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆசை ஆர்கானிக் ஃபார்மிங் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. காட்ஸ் கிரேஸ் ஒரு நாள் அது கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும். ஒரு விவசாயின்னு சொல்றதுல நான் ரொம்ப பெருமை எடுத்துக்குவேன். நான் வந்துட்டு இப்போ ஒரு ஐடி ஃபார்ம்ல வேலை பண்றதோ இல்ல ஒரு மெடிக்கல் ஃபீல்ட்ல வேலை பண்றதோ தவிர, நான் ஒரு விவசாயி, ஏன் மூலியமா நான் 4 பேருக்கு சாப்பாடு கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது வந்துட்டு அதை விட ஒரு பெரிய பெருமை எனக்கு வேற எதுவுமே கிடையாது. சோ அதனால விவசாயத்தை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணுங்க, விவசாயத்தை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. ரஜினி சார் வந்தாலும் சரி, வேற யார் வந்தாலும் சரி, விவசாயத்தை மட்டும் விட்டுறாதீங்க, அவ்வளவுதான்.
சூப்பர். இன்னும் கரெக்டா வந்து It's going to be absolutely. Vaibhav, you are on mute.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So I'm just going to take the last person who's right now here. அதுக்கப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க வந்து போயிருக்காங்க என்ன தெரியல தலைக்கிலியா இருக்குது. வணக்கம் अनडिफीटेड वॉरियर. नमस्ते जी.
नमस्ते तमिज़ान जी.
थैंक यू जी.
मैं मतलब मुझे आपका लैंग्वेज नहीं समझता है, मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगी.
नो प्रॉब्लम, मुश्किल नहीं, हम समझ अंडरस्टैंड.
नहीं, आपका हिंदी तो सुन लिया हमने.
ओह
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं.
बोले जी.
हाँ, मेरा ये कहना है कि रजनी सर आए हैं पॉलिटिक्स में, इसका मुझे बहुत खुशी है. लेकिन ये बात है कि जैसे वैभव जी ने कहा कि जो है राइट्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ आते हैं, तो हमको जो राइट्स मिल रहा है जो भी है वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ है. तो एज मैं ज्यादा पॉलिटिक्स नहीं समझती हूँ, लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि अगर हमें कोई अच्छा लीडर चाहिए तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं. जैसे रजनी सर आ रहे हैं, तो उनको जिताने के लिए, उनको पावर में लाने के लिए हमें क्या करना है, वोट करना है जाके. लेकिन जैसे वैभव जी हैं, आप जी हैं, मैं हूँ, हम अपने स्टेट में नहीं है. आप लोग तो इंडिया से बाहर हो, ठीक है, मैं मेरे स्टेट में नहीं हूँ, और ये फिजिबल नहीं हो पाता है कि आप इलेक्शन के टाइम अपने गांव ट्रैवल करो, वोट दो, वो नहीं हो पाता है. तो इस पे कुछ वर्क होना चाहिए कि आप कहीं पे भी हो लेकिन आप वोट कर सकते हो. क्या इस पे कुछ हो सकता है, क्योंकि जब भी इलेक्शन होता है आई वांट टू गो टू वोट, पर नहीं हो पाता है. इस पे आप लोगों का क्या थॉट है,
I would
मतलब
like to
इस पे
say,
कुछ होना चाहिए काम के नहीं है.
So I would translate in English so people can. So what Undefeated Warrior Ji is asking is, can we have a procedure in place where people who can't go for vote can vote, give votes? So I would say, if someone cannot go for a vote on a voting day, I mean, the special cases in which people are outside due to some work and all, that can be done by mail-in NRI voting or something like that we can do, but that is a very small fraction. Actual thing is the impact that will happen on the seat will only happen by the people going and physically voting. I mean to say, it's okay that we call in few votes from here and there, and sometimes it is very marginal votes where one seat can be won or lost by 2, 3, 400, 500 votes. That is true. But by and large, most of the people who are there, they need to stand up and go and vote. System can be there, but people say that, okay, let's go for a picnic, it is a voting day. They don't vote, so whose fault it is? And if you want a proper democracy, either follow a thing that politicians wanted to follow, properly go vote, ask them, debate them, or what I am saying, try to follow that. Start doing on the cultural social side. That is more doable, that is more feasible. You have a lot of NGOs feeding 2 lakh 3 lakh children. If they would have waited for government to come and do this, that would have taken like another 20 years. So that's the binary that we need to understand. And there is binary, there are 2-3 issues in the life that goes together. Take example for our own life. In our lives, there's not a single point in our life when we don't have multiple issues going on, whether you like them or not. There's always something is going on. So society is also similar. We cannot be like, okay, no, I'll just focus on paying the bill, I will not clean the house, or I will not check my cars. You have to do all the things. So in the society, to fix the society, to grow the society, we cannot just focus on one thing. I want good food, I want good. We have to focus on all, each and everything. Now thing is, how common people will keep track of this. So the thing comes there is, if you keep selling your votes and selling the votes to people who just influence you, and you feel that he's a big neta here, so he will help me in the future. If you have this kind of a inclination, you will select stupid people. And when stupid people go, they represent stupid society. Society is never stupid. Individual, we are very smart. All the people here are very smart, I know. But in collective, we forget that society is us and we are reflected there. So when we don't realize ourselves, nothing is going to change. We can keep shouting, nothing will change. So that's the thing that I think.
True. Undefeated warrior.
One more question.
Please go.
वैभव जी, आपने एनजीओ के बारे में कहा, उससे मतलब वो टॉपिक इससे रिलेटेड नहीं है, फिर भी मैं जस्ट आपका सजेशन जानना चाहूंगी आप लोगों का. जैसे बहुत सारे एनजीओज हैं इंडिया में, बहुत सारे उनका एजेंडा अलग अलग है. तो एक बार क्या हुआ था, मैंने 1-2 एनजीओ को ऐसे ही जैसा ऑनलाइन आता है ना, वो सब पेमेंट किया था कि उनको हेल्प करने के लिए। तो जितना मेरी तरफ से हो पाता है मैं करती हूँ, ठीक है। तो अभी क्या हो रहा है, इन दिस लॉकडाउन आई हैव लॉस्ट माय जॉब। सो अभी क्या हो रहा है, उन लोगों से बार-बार मुझे कॉल्स आ रहे हैं, मेल्स आ रहे हैं कि आप पे कीजिए, पे कीजिए, पे कीजिए। मेरे लिए अभी वो हैरेसमेंट हो गया। और ये जो जैसे एसएसआर का केस से ये जो सारा जो आया है, मतलब बाहर आया है कि एनजीओ क्या करते हैं, तो मैं अभी एक डिलेमा में हूँ कि शैल आई गो एंड फॉरवर्ड टू पे देम एनीथिंग, करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए?
No,
प्लीज
no.
मुझे
90% of the charities, unfortunately, in India and the NGOs in India are only money-making scam portals. Very frankly, there might be a very big portal that you support, but that most probably will be just looting the. So how they do it? Let me tell you this. How the fraud of NGOs happen. So in NGO, you can't make a profit. There's no profit game in NGO. Number one. Number two, you can get grants from foreign and from domestic, depending on whether you are here for just for traveling around or you are here for conversion. There's special category. If you are here to spread your religion, then you are given special visas and all. So all those things are there. But by and large, NGOs are just the extension of foreign secret agencies in India. And a lot of times people working don't know which level pawn or piece they are. They don't know the entire game also. So if you ask someone that you are a traitor, that guy will be very angry that how can you challenge my patriotic this. But the thing is, you are, because you are doing this that they don't realize, because in their mind and heart they are doing something for the good cause, but ultimately they are being played by people who provide money. So this is the trail. So when I say NGO, I'm sorry, I should have used the right word. I don't mean the current scenario NGO. I said social kind of a charitable organization and all those things. Now thing is, whatever, like this Akshay Patra or this there's a guy who's running for slippers. They give slippers to poor. Someone is giving a shirt or t-shirt to the poor. So you will identify those person, and these people who kind of a stand in some kind of a bus stand or anywhere. Hey sir, can I talk to you for 2 minutes? If you see a person like that, run from that person the first moment you see him or her. Let's be very neutral in this. Stay away from scammers. These NGOs are nothing but a hi-fi scamming machinery. I know a lot of NGO who are running it properly will feel bad, but even they will say, because I come from ground, we all know. Oh, I'll tell you discussion. Oh, macha, let's start some making some money. I don't know, all the business are flopping. No, let's start an NGO. There's a lot of money in that. There's a common discussion going on in India right now, everywhere. Everyone knows this. Why? How come NGO is a money making thing? Because the money donation that comes in, you are allowed to pay the executive salary to whomever you can in the group. So, for example, me and Dubai Bhai becomes NGO owners or the heads or whatever committee you have, 3, 4, whatever the legal thing is. Now we get the money. I sign him 1 crore check. He signs me 1 crore check. We are both paying just the salary to each other, and we are looting 2 crores from 2.5 crores that we got. So this is the scam. They pay themselves hi-fi salary. They say that they're traveling for a cause and they pay big hotel monies. So this is the basic format in which it goes on. Now the nature and objective of the crime that these NGO might do or the scam these NGO might do, that will vary on depending on the NGO funding, where it comes from, or the agenda of that NGO. So no, I was not talking about that, but I'm saying that you can give some food to whatever you see. Some garib guy is there by your side. That small thing I'm saying to start. It's not like big thing we have to do. We don't have to become human. We are already human. We are not being something. We are already human. That we need to realize. So all these things that you rightly said, all these NGOs, they are just the money grabbing thing, because no NGO will give you service. They're serving you. They're calling you. Why are they calling you? Who gives them money to give blank calls, to type people to have email? All that thing cost money. So why they are marketing themselves? What is the need of marketing an NGO? Simple as that. You want to fix your village, 10 people gather, fix the village. Why do you need big donation from America coming to some city in Madhya Pradesh, and then something is happening, nonsense is going on there? So this is the whole picture is going on. Sorry Anna, it comes and I have to expand and it keeps on stretching.
ओके, थैंक यू वैभव। जो आपने कहा ना, मैं खुद मतलब जितना मेरे कैपेसिटी में है, मैंने जॉब सिर्फ इसलिए ज्वाइन किया कि ताकि मैं कहीं जाती नहीं हूँ, मेरे आसपास मुझे जो दिख जाता है कि मैं अगर कुछ खरीद के दे सकती हूँ खाना तो मैं देती हूँ। मैं पैसा नहीं देती हूँ, कभी कुछ खाने के लिए चाहिए मैं देती हूँ, मैं बस इतना ही करती हूँ। लेकिन वही अभी जो मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, कंटिन्यूअसली, अब आप यकीन नहीं करोगे, 2 महीने हो गए वो लोग कंटिन्यूअसली मुझे हंट कर रहे हैं। मैंने अभी हर कहीं से उनको ब्लॉक किया हुआ है और गुस्सा भी करती हूँ कि आप लोग मुझे बार बार कॉल मत करो, जो मैं और नहीं देना चाहती हूँ उनको। ओके, एनीवे थैंक यू गाइस, आप लोग बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हो।
थैंक यू।
ओके, बाय बाय।
नमस्ते।
நீலகண்டன் புரிஞ்சுதோ?
ஜி, அவங்க என்ஜிஓ பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க, அதெல்லாம் புரியாம இல்ல.
ஆமா, அதான் வேற எதுவும் இல்ல.
இல்ல
இது வந்து நம்ம
ஹிந்தி வந்து புரியும், ஒன்னும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. இங்கிலீஷ் தான் கொஞ்சம் பிரச்சனை.
சூப்பர்.
ஹிந்தி
நீங்க
பேசுறது
நம்ம
கொஞ்சம்
ஹிந்தில
பேசினா கொஞ்சம் புரிஞ்சுக்குவேன், பேசுறது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம். இங்கிலீஷ்
நம்ம
புரிஞ்சுக்குவேன்,
கட்சி
பேசுறது வரவே வராது. அதுதான், மத்தபடி ஓகே தான்.
எல்லாருக்கும் இதுதான்.
ஜி, வைபவ் ஜி, you told me that you did some researches about Rajinikanth, something like that.
Nothing, I was just reading what his political expanse was. His history, I think everyone knows that, where he came from, very humble background, Karnataka village, then he moved, then he went to Mumbai also. He was in travel industry, he worked as a very humble employee. He was collecting tickets and all those things we know about him, that is very known. Apart from that, research wise, I just wanted to give this input that he has already started working on the ground and he has already reached 37,000 polling station. That is a very, if you like Rajni, it is a very good thing, and if you don't like him, it is a very alarming thing. You should be very alert. If you're opposition party to Rajni, you should be like very scared. You should be actually scared right now that Rajni has reached 37,000 polling booths, because ultimately on the voting day, only polling booth management is the thing that matters. No stardom, no nothing matters. Nothing matters.
Okay.
Only the polling booth management. If it is good, even a simple person can win. What I feel, I don't know. I don't have a lot of this thing.
No, but honestly, இதுவும் அவர் சொல்றது உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்கும் இல்ல நீலகண்டன்?
புரியுது. அவரு இது வரைக்கும்
ஆமா, நம்ம
அவங்க லாஸ்ட் பர்த்டே அப்பவே அவரு கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணியிருந்தாரு, அப்பவே ஃபீல்ட் ஒர்க் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்றாரு.
ஆமாமா, இது வந்து நீலகண்டன் நீங்களும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இப்ப வந்து நான் வந்து இங்க இருக்கேங்க, நமக்கு தெரியும், நம்ம சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் சின்ன வயசுல தெரியும். ஒரு தமிழ்நாட்டுல சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ரஜினிகாந்த், அதுக்கப்புறம் தளபதி எல்லாம் வந்து இருக்காங்க. பட் பொலிட்டிக்கல் வியூல பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இப்ப வைபவ் சொன்ன மாதிரி நிறைய இது பாயிண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு, நம்ம யோசிக்கணும் அவுட் ஆஃப் தி பாக்ஸ். அதுக்கு நம்ம வந்து இப்ப இருக்க பிரசிடென்ட் பொலிட்டிஷியன் அவங்களா சரியில்லை, அவங்களாம் வந்து சும்மா அப்படிதான் நம்ம சொல்லக்கூடாது. எல்லாரும் அவங்க வேலைதான் செஞ்சுன்னு இருக்காங்க. இருந்தாலும் சில பேருக்கு அந்த யூனிக் ஸ்டைல் இருக்கும். ஒரு இப்ப வந்து தமிழ்நாட மாத்துறதுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல வழியில பாக்குறதுக்கு நிறைய பேர் இப்ப வந்து எதிர்பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. மேபி அந்த வழியில வந்து மேபி ரஜினி சார் வந்து பண்ணலாம். இப்ப வைபவ் சில பாயிண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லும் போது, இத்தனை போல்ஸ் வந்து அவர் கவர் பண்ணிருக்காரு, கிரவுண்ட் ஒர்க் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருக்காரு, இப்படி போயின்னு இருக்கு, நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது. நான் வந்து இங்க வந்து தந்தி சேனலோ அந்த சேனலோ ஏதோ சேனல் பார்க்கும்போது அவ்வளவா அவங்க பேச மாட்டாங்க. இதுதான் வந்து நிறைய பேருக்கு இது முக்கியம். அதாவது சில இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து மீடியால காமிக்க மாட்டாங்க. இப்ப வந்து நான் ஒரு கட்சி, அந்த கட்சி பத்தி நான் போட மாட்டேன். ஆனா உண்மைகள் பாத்தீங்கன்னா வெளியே இருக்க ஆட்கள், நீங்க, நானு, வைபவ் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் உண்மைகள் தெரியும். இதுமே வந்து இந்த கட்சி இப்படி பண்ணுது, இந்த கட்சி இப்படி பண்ணுது. சோ நமக்கு ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல வந்து சரிங்க இப்படி வருது. இன்னைக்கோட கான்டென்ட் இந்த வீடியோக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் எப்படி உள்ள வர போறாரு, அவர் வந்து என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுவார், அந்த ஒரு கான்செப்ட்ல வந்து நான் காத்தல ஒரு ப்ரோமோ மாதிரி ஒரு போஸ்டர் போடும்போது நிறைய பேர் வந்து நிறைய இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க, which is nice, absolutely nice. பட் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல வந்து ஒருத்தரை கூப்பிட்டு, who's not a politician, who's not from Tamil Nadu, who's not from India, who's outside from India, who knows about ரஜினிகாந்த் தான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து நான் வைபவ் கூட்டிட்டு வந்தேன். இப்ப இது வரைக்கும் அவர் பேசின எல்லா கான்வர்சேஷன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு காமன் ஒரு இந்தியனா தான் பேசிருக்காரு தவிர ஒன்னும் நீங்க அவர்கிட்ட டீப்பா போனீங்கன்னா ஒன்னும் மசாலா பயமா வரும். பிகாஸ் அவர் வந்து புட்டு கிழிச்சு வச்சிருக்காரு. அது மாதிரி நம்மளும் தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருக்காங்க. இப்ப வந்து நான் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருந்து நான் ஒருத்தரை கூட்டிட்டு வரேன். இனிமே இந்த ஷோக்கு வந்து நான் பேச இது பண்ணணும். நிறைய பேர் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, ப்ரோ தமிழ்நாட்டுல தான் இருக்காரு, நீங்க அவரை கூட்டிட்டு வந்தீங்க, அவர் இந்த கட்சி சம்பந்தப்பட்டவர் இருப்பாரு. இப்ப வைபவ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. இப்ப வைபவ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவர் எந்த கட்சியிலும் இல்ல, இந்தியா தமிழ்நாட்டுல இல்ல, இந்தியால அவரு அட்லாண்டா இருக்காரு, யுஎஸ். பட் அவரோட அனாலிசிஸ், அவரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ வந்து நம்ம மக்களுக்கு தெரியணும்னு சொல்லிதான் இது ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் வீடியோ. அண்ட் எனக்கு வந்து
இது என்னோட இது சின்ன ஒப்பீனியன் தான். நீங்க வந்து அவர் எந்த கட்சியில இல்லைன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, அது உங்களோட இது. நான் வந்து அவரை வந்து ஃபுல்லா ரைட்ல தான் பாக்குறேன் ஃபுல்லா.
ஓகே
ஓகேவா? பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் நாட் லெஃப்ட். ஓகே, ஐ வில் கிளியர் இட்.
जी जी
I see you as a right wing. Okay.
I was saying, but I'll tell you what he's saying. So, but for sure, Neelakandan, நீங்க வந்து இந்த ஸ்ட்ரீம்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணதுக்காக I'm so happy. Thank you. இது மாதிரி நிறைய வாட்டி நீங்க வந்து ரெகுலரா வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. உங்க கூட நாங்க வந்து we are able to reach. இது மாதிரி உங்க குரல், உங்க வாய்ஸ், இது டிபேட் இல்ல, இது எந்த என்ன சொல்றது, வீடியோல சண்டை போடுறது, நம்ம வந்து தொலைக்காட்சியில பார்க்கும்போது இது அவங்க சண்டை போடுறாங்க. எக்ஸாக்ட்லி. அதனாலதான் நான் எப்பெல்லாம் ஒரு டாபிக் வரும்போது ஒருத்தர் வந்து ஒரு இன்ஃபுளுன்ஸ் இல்லாதவர், இப்ப நீங்க சொன்னீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதுவும் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் தான், அவருக்கு வந்து எஜுகேஷன் வைஸ் அந்த நாலேஜ் வைஸ் இருக்கிறதால ஒரு காமன் பர்சன். இப்ப தமிழ்நாடு இப்ப வந்து வைபவ் வந்து தமிழனா இருந்தானா இல்லங்க, இவரு யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், இவர் வந்து இப்ப வந்து அவர் வேற இதுல இருக்கிறதால. ஸோ தேங்க்யூ சோ மச் நீலகண்டன். உங்களுக்கு கூடிய சீக்கிரம் வேற ஸ்ட்ரீம் நான் பாக்குறேன். அண்ட் தேங்க்யூ நண்பா. உங்களுக்கு
வைபவ் जी
थैंक यू
आपको भी मैं फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, हम परसों देख रहा हूँ मैं भी.
Wow.
Thank you. I have opened a English channel for the Southern Indian community, so you can check.
मैं भी फॉलो कर रहे हैं जी.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much.
No
Double
problem.
subscriber, 2 channel, 2 subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ba. See you. Bye. See, this is actually very, very nice to see that these type of people who really have that, what to say, that you can make it. Now see what he says when I explain about you, your thoughts and everything. All he said is, yeah, it's right you brought him, but don't tell me he's not on any political party view. You know, he has some view. See, that is your opinion you're sharing. You might have that view, but the thing is, when your views are positive, you have to follow it. It depends on you whether you're going to believe on the positivity or negativity. If you're going to believe on the negativity, tomorrow your future kids will have the same, what to say, the same flow. But if you're going to go to positivity and follow the positivity, tomorrow your kids, and the generation wise will change. So that's one thing which I liked, which he also noted.
I'll clear this. I was part of BJP.
Okay.
I left that. I had a very good career in politics. If I wanted to pursue, I could have become a MP, MLA, whatever. I left that. I never said it anywhere. So let me reveal this. I was in BJP. I left that precisely to convey the truth part of journalism, because I would continue in a party. I cannot be honest, and I have to be guided by their own this thing. So why I left the whole this thing earlier, and it is not like I've planned never to enter it. I am not that kind of a person who falsely claims anything, because I don't know what will happen in the future. But right now, because I wanted to report the Indian perspective of it, I am a very big fan of Lakshmanji, who drew this Common Man. You know, the cartoon Common Man cartoon is very famous. So that has inspired me from childhood. And you know, the cartoon in the newspaper that he used to draw, those cartoon, he's still my favorite cartoonist. They are all leftist, if you want to see that ideology wise or this thing. They are communist leaning, but still he was my favorite cartoonist. Still he is, because they were giving the real issues of the common men at that time. That was my inspiration. And I know this might be very shocking to everyone, but this should not be shocking to a lot of my followers who follow me for long, that I was part of BJP. Just for a disclaimer, that no one should tell you tomorrow that, see, this is the picture with his and this. I said, there is no one who is unbiased. There is no one in this world who has no propaganda or agenda. There is no one. Everyone has it. Mine is, I Frankly, I have given left, right, and center to BJP leaders, BJP guys, BJP netas on my shows and whatever, wherever I get a chance, if they are wrong on my ideology that I believe it to be true. Thing is, we adjust our ideology due to politicians. That is the problem. This is the
True.
core problem, that we compromise on our reality, what we feel. That is the problem. I am not biased. Everyone who has seen rightly Anna will say that he has some kind of a motivation going on. And if I was from any party, that is not a demerit, because
Yeah.
everyone is. People openly get money from so many parties, and then they come on the prime time and all these TVs and all, and then they have a straight face and they pretend that they are epitome of trustworthiness. That is faking it. There was a very big channel, I would not like to name it. His own brother, who was accused of raping a minor, who then got freed because the minor was married to one of the gang rappers, was contesting election in Bihar, and his younger brother was there sitting on the live TV trying to be neutral and all this drama thing. So there's no neutrality anywhere. People with agenda are there. One who tells the agenda, he is honest. One who hides the agenda, like many people do, they have some kind of a conspiracy against you. Because you, as a living person, you are an economical entity. You are profitable, either dead or alive. Please remember this. This is very hard to understand, but you are profitable both ways, either dead and alive. The people who play this bigger business game of this politics and all these things, this mass manipulation, they understand this game very well. And we feel that okay, something random is happening, he died, who died, she died, some people are not fed properly, something is happening, all this thing happens. So Anna, if we keep on discussing the social issues of India break by break, it can go on forever, and we can like actually start talking on each issue, but it will take a real long time. So let's
Very
move
true.
on to, yeah.
Yeah. I have a few of them saying the same thing. I would like to share this here. Please bring Vaibhav back again and again. So honestly, that's a positive message. Why again? I don't know. But please bring him back again and again. So that means this is going to be a good thing. But trust me, I will give his channels, 2 channels link in the description once his live is finished after 5 minutes. Please follow the channel. Yes, there's a lot of information. If you love to learn about or listen about politics, A to Z, yes, farmers, so and so issue topics, his channel is fully clean, raw, uncut, with a lot of informations to be shared. So you can follow that. And yes, it's going to be in Hindi and in English. But yes, sometimes I do. I am going to do this, get the points from his channel and translate this in a separate video in Tamil, so that this knowledge also should be
All my
shared.
contents are copyrighted free for use, reuse, translation to all the people for non-commercial uses. It's free for anyone. I mean, not YouTube is also non-commercial basically. Large scale industry, you cannot use my information. Apart from that, if any YouTuber creator, anyone wants to use any of my pictures, photos, any content from my website also, it is usable and free for use to all of you, because it's a different model that I run my platform with. So kindly
That's
feel
very,
free use. It will be honor that you translate this into Tamil. It will be great honor for me. And
yes, yes.
whoever is
No.
watching, please be free. I'll never give any copyright strike to anyone.
No, but honestly, the reason why I'm saying this is because I need to learn this also. You never know. Tomorrow I might also learn more of this knowledgeable things in India. I should not say a political point of view. Learning about the entire India in, out, center. Yes, I know as an Indian, I know what is good, bad, everything. But in deep, I don't go much, because I don't know why. From childhood, I was not into this. But seeing Vaibhav like this, I think tomorrow me, y'all, everyone, the future should learn, and there should be a lot of people just the way he is right now. Not only a person who's out of India, he should be in India also, from north, south, east, everywhere. And yes, spreading positivity and spreading the right information is something important. So, bro, thank you so much for this beautiful time. Honestly, Like people said, this is not going to be the end for you in this channel. You will be, I think we have lot of sessions going to happen. Let's plan it like weekly once on a special topic, because we have lined of things coming up in lot of ways. And once again, I would like to wish you the best of the best. And I want you to research more. I want you to share with us more. I will promise you this: we will follow your channel. We Tamilans will follow your channel. And I will personally, I know, I will personally transfer all your messages to my Tamilans, the main topics which they are, because the message which I got here is absolutely positive. Brother, thank you so much. You have a beautiful Friday, and see you soon on the other side.
Thank you. Have a great one. Vanakkam, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, that's another amazing ஒரு person. Yes, like I said, guys, இந்த மெசேஜ் வந்து ரிகார்டிங் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் வந்து ஒரு நீங்க பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலைஸ் அப்படி இந்த கட்சி பாருங்க, இந்த கட்சி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க, அதெல்லாம் இல்லை. நான் ஒரு சூப்பர் ஸ்டாரோட ரசிகன். எஸ், அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தளபதியோட ரசிகன். இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து தமிழ்நாடை வந்து மாற்றுவாங்கன்னு அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிங்கன்னா கன்ஃபார்மா சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும். அண்ட் எஸ், வைபவ் வந்து இப்படி ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல, வைபவ் மட்டும் இல்லை, நீலகண்டன் இருக்காரு, ஷாலுக்கா வந்தாங்க. அவங்க நிறைய பேர் அவங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன் ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க வயா on screen plus behind the இது. So we should all think about this. And yes, இது வந்து ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு 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 டாபிக் தான் இருக்கும். லாஸ்டா நான் சொல்ல விரும்புறது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இன்கேஸ் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் இப்படி சூப்பரா வேற லெவல்ல பண்ண போறாருன்னா யாருங்க இல்லை சொல்ல போறா? நல்லா தான் இருக்க போகுது. we all are going to support. ஸோ பார்ப்போம். And one more thing is, இப்போ விரைவில் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த பொலிட்டிக்கல் டாபிக் இதோட வந்து இப்போ கொஞ்ச நாளா இப்படி கம்னு இருப்போம். அப்புறம் அடுத்த மாசம் வந்து சூப்பர் ஸ்டாரோட மூவ் அவரை பற்றி பேசுவோம். அண்ட் கம்மிங் டேஸ்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய செலிபிரிட்டிஸ் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி டாப், அதாவது இன் ரியல் லைஃப் ஹீரோஸ், வாய்ஸ் அவுட் வைபவ் மாதிரி தமிழ்நாட்டில் நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு பிரதர், ஒரு 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 வேற லெவல்ல இருக்க பிரதர் ஜோ மைக்கேல், அவரு பிளஸ் 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 இன்னும் நிறைய பேர் வர போறாங்க. ஸோ இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங். எஸ், இது ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் வீடியோ நீங்க பார்க்காம இருந்தா சரி, இது ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ஒப்பீனியன் தான் நான் ஷேர் பண்ணேன். பிகாஸ் நான் உங்களுக்கு திருப்பி சொல்றேன், நான் வந்து இந்த பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலைஸ் உள்ள அதெல்லாம் நான் போக மாட்டேன். பட் ஹானஸ்ட்லி இது வைபவ் வந்து அவர் வந்து நான் ஷேர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னதால, பிளஸ் அவரோட நாலேஜ் லெவல் வந்து வேற லெவல். ஹானஸ்ட்லி தட் இஸ் த ட்ரூத். அவரோட நாலேஜ் லெவல் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி இட்ஸ் a different level. ஸோ அந்த காரணத்துக்கு அவரோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ எப்படி இருக்கும், அதனால தான் வந்து I brought him here on this screen and I'm so happy. I learned basically a lot, including Ranika shared a lot of information. I learned from her as well, and also Neelakandan. So yes guys, stay tuned. Yes, this is going to be all about sharing your opinions and you voice out for the right thing. ஏன்னா வந்து அந்த டிபேட் சேனல் மாதிரிலாம் எத்தனை போயிடாதீங்க. இது ஷோ இல்லை, எதுவுமே இல்லை. ஒரு 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 காமன் யூடியூபர் தமிழ்ல who's voicing out for a lot of issues. என்னோட சேர்ந்து நீங்களும் வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணி வாய்ஸ் அவுட் பண்ண நல்லா இருக்கும்னு சொல்லி தான் இந்த சேனல். ஸோ இந்த சண்டே வந்து அகெயின் ஆல் த தமிழ் யூடியூபர்ஸ் ஆர் கமிங் பேக் ஆன்லைன் ஃபார் அ ஸ்பெஷல் கான்டென்ட். அண்ட் த சேம் டைம் ஸ்டே டியூன் ஃபார் சர்ப்ரைஸ் கெஸ்ட் கமிங் இன் திஸ் சேனல். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. இது நிறைய பேர் ஆமா சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. எனக்கு அந்த கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் டேட் வந்துச்சுன்னா நான் இங்க எஸ் சொல்லுவேன். ஸோ ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு பிரிங் a lot of people. இது ஒரு வேற லெவல்ல இந்த ஸ்ட்ரீம் போகுது. இன் த சேம் டைம் சுஷாந்தோட அப்டேட்ஸ் போயின்னு இருக்கும். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் கைஸ். Once again, I would love to thank everyone who joined the video today, who saw the video, who shared your opinions, who came online. ரொம்ப நன்றி. மன்னிச்சிருங்க, இது வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல கொஞ்சம் பயங்கரமா ஆயிடுச்சு. இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும் தமிழ் மக்கள் நீங்களாம் வந்து இங்கிலீஷும் உங்களுக்கு புரியும். அண்ட் எஸ், ஸோ நான் வந்து ஐ டோன்ட் நீட் டு ஃபீல் ஐயோ இது வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல போயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு. நான் எல்லாருக்கிட்டையும் இதுதாங்க சொல்லுவேன், இந்தியால வந்து சில பேர் வந்து தமிழ், தெலுங்கு அப்படிலாம் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருப்பாங்க. பட் தமிழ்நாட்டுல வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து எல்லா லாங்குவேஜ் புரியும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு கான்ஃபிடென்ட்ல நான் எப்பவுமே சொல்லுவேன். சில பேருக்கு அது கரெக்டா இருக்கும், சில பேர் அது கரெக்டா இருக்காது. நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து ஆஞ்சலின் சிஸ் கூட ஜாயின் பண்ண போறாங்க. இப்போ கூட எனக்கு ஒரு 1000 மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஐ ஆல்சோ வாண்ட் டு ஜாயின் தி லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம் அண்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு வாய்ஸ் அவுட் ஃபார் அப்படிலாம் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. நோ ஜோக்கிங், இஸ் a very sweet sister of mine. ஆஞ்சலின் சிஸ்டரோட குக்கிங் சேனல் நீங்க வந்து தயவு செஞ்சு ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. The people who loves to eat Chinese food, Malaysian food, நிறைய ரெசிபிஸ் வந்து அவங்க இது பண்றாங்க. By the way, this is not a promotion. I don't do any promotion here. She is one of my sister who is my subscriber. Never met before, but the love and affection and the care and the support she gives is extraordinary. It's just a give and take policy of doing the best thing for your own people. So please do support her channel. அவங்களோட சேனலோட லிஸ்ட் லிங்க் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே இருக்கும். ஆஞ்சலின் டாமினிக் சிம்பிள் குக்கிங், சிம்பிளா தான் இருக்கும் குக்கிங், ஆனால் உள்ள போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ தமிழ் மக்களே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஐ ஹோப் யூ கைஸ் என்ஜாய் த ஸ்ட்ரீம் அண்ட் உங்களை வந்து விரைவில் சந்திக்கிறேன். அது வரைக்கும் இத்துடன் விரைப்பெரு ஒரு நாளா இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்றேன். Till then, have a beautiful Friday. God bless. Weekend, happy weekend for all the Indians, for everyone basically around the globe. See you soon and stay tuned and stay connected. Follow me on Instagram for more information. Peace, guys. What a day.